And yeah, it's unfortunately it's very popular over there. So I'm 100% sure that it is a real thing.
Okay. So you then okay, so my next question to you now, is it used for good or is it used for bad?
Most of the time for bad.
Hmm. Such as?
And one of the reasons of that is jealousy.
Mm,
Because if you see another person doing something good or have something good going for them,
mm,
and because of jealousy,
mm.
jealousy takes over a person,
Yeah,
and they will use black magic, as we
yeah.
call sihr,
Mm.
to
It can be both.
break the person that has something good going for them,
Yeah. Guys
because
can
they can't handle that jealousy.
yeah. Jealousy is like will you know just like I mean we've heard in the Bible jealousy can make even brothers go against each other. So
Exactly.
guys let's tap the screen. Danny, you should tell us about some you saying Haiti is real. You should tell us. Okay, let's move on to I think who had a chance again? Journey or Journey? Journey?
Yes.
Yes,
Sure. Yeah.
Journey. How you doing?
Good. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm all right. So, what was on your mind initially?
Yeah. Also, I think magic is real. I'm from the Netherlands, but I live in Morocco at the moment,
Hmm.
and yeah, I know it's real. I see it a lot around me.
Hmm.
Yeah, the way we can protect us by praying.
Hmm.
That's why I came in the conversation at the first because the Mali Papa he was talking about the priest whose mother or got cancer and he stopped believing in it. But nobody is untouchable, you know. We all gonna die, so um, yeah, I don't know my point anymore. But I do believe it.
Yeah.
We protect ourselves with prayers,
Mm.
and yeah, this is how we protect ourselves from it. So,
All right. All right. Thank you for sharing.
What do you mean you believe? What do you mean you believe? It's something that you know or you believe.
So,
what do you mean? No, he was.
You know or you believe. It's because something you believe, something that you don't see.
Well, you see people affected by it. That's the point. You see people get
Something
sick.
that you witness is something that you know about it. You know it exists. That's
Yeah,
what.
and people do treatment as well. They do like you call it rukia. You see like their body being possessed with something, and this is all from the black magic.
The great power. Yeah.
if you,
I don't know if that's
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with our gods? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong.
What's wrong with black magic? You can destroy someone's life. That's wrong with it.
no. I think
one at a time. One at a time. We're gonna give him a chance, and then we're gonna get back to Guava.
Yeah.
People, magic is dependent on the people that control it. Is that money? People can have a lot of money, they decide to do good, and some people decide to do bad. It's the same thing as magic. You can use your magic to do good, and you can use your magic to do bad. It's dependent on the
Okay,
people.
what's the good thing you use it for then?
But where I come from in Haiti, people use magic to cure people, to heal people, and some others use it to protect themselves. Some use it to kill people by jealousy. The same thing you found in church.
Okay.
In church, people by jealousy do all kind of things. And I can tell anybody that's black people, nobody can relate to the Bible. I've been in church for over 40 something years. I cannot relate to it. All I've seen is a slave master. They take away your power and give you something that you believe on that can do nothing for you. And all of you believe it and hoping something gonna happen, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. You can never prove me anything. I'm not gonna say that God doesn't exist, but I'm gonna say whatever they gave you, that's what is yours. Today I decided to no longer go to church anymore. I don't believe that anymore because I realized the truth.
And what is the truth?
The truth is that we have to find out who we really are. Stop believing people telling you who you are. Find out your worth. Okay, we give up what we had to adapt something that enslaves us. Mindset in everywhere. That's why we can't go nowhere. Until we find out who we really are, then we will go somewhere.
Do you know who you are?
I'm still looking for it since I've been born. I've been conditioned to behave a certain way, to act a certain way, to go to school a certain way. I'm still trying to find out who I am, even though I'm still trying to find. I'm still fighting within me and outside.
Okay.
Still now.
And what if? Okay, what if? So let's play a thought experiment. So what if you don't, not knowing, you can try to find out who you are, but it's also we can create who you want to be. What about creating? Because
You cannot create who you are until you find out who you've been in the past.
Mm.
You can live, you can try, but until you find out who you really are, then you just living. You just living, trying to create something for you. That's the whole point of being adaptation of human being. We adapt.
Okay.
But knowing something, you can never create something for yourself until you try and go back and find out who we really are as black people. If we're talking as black people,
Okay.
we have to find out who we are, where we're coming from, where our wood come from, where our magic, where our everything that we possess that they make us deny today, and then we end up falling in the trap. We end up falling for it.
Sorry, can I ask you just a question? Which faith do you believe in?
What
Or you used to believe in?
I used to be Seventh Day Adventist, grew up in church, born in church, and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to the point of realization.
7 Day Adventist. What did you say? 7 Day Adventist.
Let's go ahead, Guava. Yeah, good.
Okay.
You can talk, Guava. You're up.
That's fine.
So
Gua-
I used to be 7 days Adventist. I used to be the Catholic Church, do communions, go for Protestants, Pentecost. But most of my life been growing in 7 days Adventist. Say 1988, grew up in during the pandemic. I have a little time of reflections and based on reading and everything. I realized that everything they've been teaching in Bible has been upside down. We're reading upside down. They're not reading
No. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
That's your
Try Islam for
how
once and
you perceived it. But wait. I want, if I may speak now. So the question is voodoo a real thing in Africa?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the question.
That's the question. Yes.
I've never been to Africa, so I'm gonna tell you where I'm coming from in Haiti.
Yeah.
Go to Israel.
Okay.
Yeah. But
That's okay.
that's what I wanted to say. Because
Go ahead, Graf.
It's
know
real.
because of voodoo,
It's real.
we have to
Our wolf come
Yeah. It is real. But we first of all we have to look at the roots of voodoo because clearly voodoo has African roots because
Yeah.
voodoo and it still is a complex spiritual system, and you have to look at the history from 16th century. Millions of Africans, we all know the history of it, were enslaved and taken to the Caribbeans and to America, especially to Haiti. So what happened was they took their spiritual traditions, but they could not practice it in public when they were there. So in during the centuries, voodoo, not black magic, because you have to look at the definition and the origins of voodoo. Voodoo, the origin of it, the real voodoo, is not black magic. It's different. Black magic, we don't have to confuse voodoo with black magic. I'm just talking about the history. Just talking about the origins of voodoo. And the thing is, during time, voodoo got mixed up, and yes, it got mixed up with Christianity, with Islam, and it has gotten a lot of misconceptions. I'm talking about colonial propaganda. I'm talking about racism because it's being used. Voodoo is being paired up with blacks and with Islam and with Christianity. And look, only Africans do voodoo. No, that's not true. That's the origin of it. Yes, the origin of it. Yes, because in voodoo you have, if I'm not mistaken, you have something is called Iwa, they have like like a natural spirit or some kind. I can't explain it exactly, but it's like not a god, but something like a god, like in nature, like one spirit. Spirit. So the oneness, to say it like that. So it's just because I find it interesting. It's an interesting question because voodoo, you don't have to mix it up with the idea of black magic, because black magic means you total harm. And I've seen documentaries of people in Haiti doing voodoo, but they don't mean other people harm. They're
Yeah.
really looking. Yeah, you can say it's a religion like other religions. Okay, yeah. Then you get on another discussion super live.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting discussion because
Yeah, true.
you have to be philosophical about it, because
True.
what yeah, you have to be open with it and philosophical with it.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
Wait.
you for
Sure. There was. Oh, there
for
was.
saying my piece. Thank you.
No problem. What was this guy? He left. Okay. So let's move. The sister. You want to say something, sister?
Yeah. The reason why I asked about is it I can only see part of the video about the faith thing is not saying that he doesn't know who he is now. And I'll come to that, but I think the reason why you asked about this voodoo thing is what the rumors that was going on when Senegal and Morocco were playing, right? The rumor that people are talking about Senegalese, they make voodoo on the
Yeah.
towels and all those stuff. I am talking about that voodoo thing. Maybe it's different from the
Yes, it is different, sister. It's different.
It's different from
I am Moroccan and I am a Muslim, but it is different. It's not voodoo. That is not voodoo. That's clearly, we call it sihr. That's clearly black magic. That is not voodoo.
So black magic.
What's the difference
Yeah.
between the black magic and the voodoo?
Okay.
Let me
Mali.
answer that
Go
because,
Mali. Yeah.
You see, there's a misconception here, and when especially like people who are Muslim or Christian, when they came up into Africa, they were using their lens of their religion to demonize things that they didn't understand. So saying things like black magic or saying things like voodoo is bad or whatever the case may be, those are just an ignorant way of looking at things that you don't understand. So listen, with Islam and Christianity, yeah, they have this a supremacist view on belief, where they're trying to monopolize or monopolize all human beings under their umbrella. Yeah. And so
That's not true.
hold on. Because I'll tell you why it's true. Because you believe that your God is the one true God and is the God for everybody. That is what you believe. And that's the same
The God
thing.
who created you and created me, yeah.
Exactly. That is what you believe. I don't believe that.
So who created you? Who do you believe created you?
Hold on. Just give me 1 second. You believe that, and that is why when you find something that is not inside of your religion, you demonize it because you will say it is bad or it is this because you do not understand it because it's not inside of your religion.
Do you know why?
And that is the hold on, just give me 1 second. You can just write it down and then you'll tell me. And then it's the same thing with Christianity, where they look at a religion that they don't understand, and then they call it witchcraft. This is what the white people were calling African beliefs witchcraft. But the Africans, if you look, their belief systems are the most tolerant. They don't try to force their belief systems onto anybody. In fact, we had so many neighbors inside of Africa, but everybody was free and to choose and believe whatever they wanted, and everybody lived in peace. But you find wherever these monotheistic Islam and Christianity came in Africa, there was always conflict and turmoil. You look at Central African Republic. Yeah, Central African Republic is a very good one, where the country is half Christian, the other half is Muslim. The Christians were fighting the Muslims. But both of them are Africans living in the same country, and the Christians were fighting the Muslims. What kind of rubbish? Because they believe that their God is better than this one. And yet the God was given to them by outsiders. It's not an African God. But if they were their own African mind, if they're operating up under the mind of an African, you cannot fight somebody because somebody is believing something that you are not believing in. And so, for me, the real voodoo is these faiths that came from outside. That is the voodoo. Because ever since those faiths came, yeah, and both Islam and Christianity, as long as they touched down in Africa, slavery followed, yeah, cultural degradation followed, we are losing our values, we're losing our culture, we're losing our language. Everywhere those religions touched down, slavery followed and the degradation of African society. So that is the real voodoo for me.
Okay.
And the African traditions are the better ones because they never harmed anybody. We never used our religion to harm anybody. There's nowhere in the world that you can go and you find an African man preaching their religion to somebody. Have you ever seen it? Where you go to a part of the world and an African man is preaching his religion to somebody there. It doesn't happen. We never do it. But they are dangerous because they come with a political religion. Their religions are political.
Sorry,
And they
brother,
come and
can
damage
I
us.
just cut him here because
Yeah.
he's like trying to. I don't know.
I have 15 seconds.
I'm not sorry. It's oh my god. Because what you are
Okay,
saying
go
is
ahead.
totally false. I'm sorry, but it's not that. What you are saying is not it. And people can disagree this as much as they want, but what you are saying is totally ignorant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because
What do you mean?
Africa, what is our religion? Which religion are you saying that they are not forcing on people? What is the religion in Africa? I want to know that. What is the religion?
Any
Asking me.
anybody can answer. Anybody can answer.
You think Africans they don't go and be preaching religion?
So have you seen? I'll use West Africa. Have you seen Yorubas and Ifa? Have you ever seen them coming there to you to preach?
What is the religion? That's what I'm asking you. The religion. What is it?
I've just told you Ifa.
So you want to tell me like those people they believe something different from God?
Hold on a second.
What do you mean something different from? I don't understand. But
I'm sorry, because a lot of people confuse a lot of people. What do you mean from God? What is God for you? Since you're talking about God, what is God for you? Because
For me, you're asking me. You're asking me.
I'm asking you, yes.
Yeah, God is the creator of the universe. Who created the universe?
Who's the creator of the universe?
Yeah,
Who is the creator?
God.
God is just God. God doesn't have a name.
His name is Allah. Is God. God is the. That is God. The creator of the universe.
So men name God. Men name God. So everybody in a different category from God, they give God a name. So God never come to you and say, "This is my woman. This is my name."
God did that through all the prophets that He sent to mankind.
So who's mankind? That's what I said. Man name God. Man name God. Why? So therefore, how you gonna say somebody that whatever he's talking about was totally false? So you gotta have factual. Somebody's calling me.
Okay. Okay.
No, he's
Okay, let's give Guava. June, yeah, Guava and then Juni. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Supply. No, he's right, you know, like, okay. That aside, I'm not looking at the fact that I'm Muslim. Of course, I'm speaking from my point of view of being a Muslim. But still, we have to look again. I'm looking at the question: is voodoo a real thing in Africa? That's the question.
Yeah.
And like Mali Papa said about, he's talking about Christianity and Islam. I don't know what the big issue is between Islam and Christianity, because if I'm looking at Spain, for example, there was centuries and centuries and centuries where Jews, Muslims, and Christians lived together side by side. So I don't know what the big issue is. I'm just trying to say that voodoo, when it was in West Africa, and it went to the Caribbean side and to the US, the slaves used voodoo to keep the spirits up, to rise together, and to rise up against the colonists. The colonists were Europeans, and also the colonists were scared to death. They wanted to demonize, and demonizing meant control. So what they were trying to do, it all starts with the white Europeans, and I'm saying white, yeah, because it were Portuguese, Spanish people, the Spanish, the French, yes. There is also a part of it that were Arab. That's also true. That's history. But everything that was African, so the African rituals, they were painted as something primitive, something evil. So everything that was not European Christian was like how do you say it? Like suspect.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything that was not European Christian, like and the same with Islam, the same with Judaism. Everything that was not to the European standards was not permitted to them. So yeah, that we have to start from that point of view. And again, what is God? For everyone, it can mean a different thing. For me personally, yes, it means that there is only one God. Yes, but I am open to to get other points of view, because we still have to remember that this is a discussion, a century-old discussion. We have to discuss about it, not fight about it. So if someone else wants to believe their own belief, okay, fine by me. You can believe in the spaghetti monster, for all I care. But we still have to look at history about it all started with colonialism. It all started with that. And then we have to look forward, and then we have to dissect every century and look at it. So, but again, I've read about it. Voodoo is not black magic, absolutely not. But it gets mixed up with black magic, and yeah. So yeah, I said my piece. So it's also important to be respectful to one another. So again, if you want to believe in a boogie monster or something like that, okay,
Yeah.
fine by me. But again, I will not be the one that pushes my religion on you. And if you want to say otherwise, I will not be hurtful.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
We can
sharing.
discuss about it as long as it stays respectful.
True. And this,
We can
Thank you.
keep it
no,
respectful,
wait. Hold on, Mali.
Of course, that's important.
Yeah. Okay, guys. It's true, because again, if we're gonna be disrespectful, then the conversation, we cannot move forward. We're gonna just focus on the disrespect and then not even be able to expand our mind or just say what we want to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to discuss forward.
Exactly, to move forward. All right, Pepe, how you doing, Pepe?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Super
What's
fine.
what's on your mind?
Yeah. Okay. As if everything I understand, but my English is not the better one. I'm gonna try to explain something very important.
Yeah.
Okay. Voodoo is a religion. It's a religion like a Christian, like a Muslim. Okay. The Christian Muslim is a religion they import in Africa. Okay. You can learn it on the book. You can see everything. So when the colonization coming, they tend to blank all religion, traditional religion they have in Africa. The only religion very very strong, they still stay is a voodoo. It's a religion. The voodoo people they believe one God, like a Muslim believe one God, like a Christian believe one God. Just they have different way to pray their gods. Okay, so it's very important that people need to know something. More the people all the time are looking, they say voodoo is like something very very bad. No, the black magic they have in the Islam. They have Islam people, they do black magic too. They have Christian, they do black magic. Okay, so they have voodoo religion people, they do black magic like natural people. You know, they have one religion, it's like a traditional religion. In Africa, they don't have only voodoo. They have two traditional religion. Okay, that people too, they drink there for them. So Islam or Christian is not like they better than voodoo. Okay,
Yeah.
just the voodoo people, they don't force you to come in their religion. So now, if voodoo is something bad, why they have today the European they come back to Africa to learn about voodoo, to go to initially in the voodoo? Why? Why they come and take some they learning about what they do voodoo. Now they import voodoo for Europe. And do you know now one what they say in English museum in Europe they have voodoo there. Do you know now? They bring for there. Why? So the people need to stop to think like a voodoo is something bad. Black magic is different like a voodoo. Okay? It's those things are very different. Voodoo is a religion. It's important to respect their religion like we respect your religion. Like my country, I saw my country picture, my country, what they say, that one you put on the top. I saw my country for that one there. Togo is there. It's for that one I want to talk about. In Togo they have voodoo, they have Muslim, they have Christian. Okay, nobody attack nobody. Nobody go to nobody religion. But the very important is all time. The Christian and the Muslim all time need to approve or to let the people to think like a voodoo is bad and their religion is the better one. My father family is a Muslim, okay? My mother family is a Christian, okay? I'm a Christian. So I will tell you something. Voodoo they have, but it's a religion.
Okay.
Stop to think like voodoo is a black magic. Voodoo is a religion. You need to learn about them to approach them to understand their religion, like they go with you to understand your.
So Pepe, you are saying that the reason why they try to demonize or make voodoo seem so negative and so bad is because some
It's a colonization, yeah.
yeah they try it's a competition. Is that what you say?
No, like a what is the colonization?
Colonization,
Like,
yeah.
when the white people come in Africa on the first time, long time, I think about million year ago, you know,
Yeah.
when they came to during the colonization to like the first one they bring is a Christian, you know, they bring Christian religion
Yeah.
to to blame like the people to tell the people their religion is not the better.
Pepe, 1 minute. We're gonna go back to the history, but first I want to give the newcomers a chance. Silas Pro. I want to give Silas Pro a chance, and then we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to you.
I want to say good evening to you all, you guys. I'm here in our state listening to you guys. Okay, I'm actually from Haiti. I was born in Haiti. I live in US. You're talking to an emperor. I'm an emperor of voodoo. Okay, I'm an emperor of voodoo. I'm not quite Pepe about the religion. Voodoo is not religion. Voodoo is a way of life itself. It's not religion. Do not use word religion and voodoo. We don't use that word in voodoo because voodoo is a way of life, and voodoo is not like magic. Voodoo is the way. It's our way of life. It's a spirituality. It's our ways. Okay, the religion coming about, like you said, the Europeans. We all know that they go to Africa, they colonize us, and they take away our power from us. Who we are. So we start following Christianity. We start following Muslim. We start following in Catholic. No, there's no such thing of us as Catholic because that's come from Europe. Christianity come from Europe. Period. So me as an emperor, right, as a voodoo man, I know the power of voodoo. I know what voodoo is. Voodoo is not here to demonize. It's not destroying people. It's a matter of fact. Once you're voodoo, you become open. You become open-minded. You become universal. You love everyone. Everybody welcome. And just like if you're cooking a pot of food, you don't need to know that person to share that pot of food. That's what voodoo is. If somebody's sick, you don't need no money to heal that person. That's voodoo. Okay? Voodoo, you have to be humble. Voodoo, you have to be love. Voodoo, you have to be respect. Voodoo, you have to respect life. Voodoo, you have to help others. Voodoo is just a way of life.
But
So it's not the part of Christianity. I'm gonna tell you this. There is me that I know. There's Christians, there's pastor Christians who go to voodoo priests to do magic for them, so they can pull people in their church. At the same time, they turn around and call it evil. See, that's hypocrites. But okay, just like Muslim do black magic too. And then I know that Muslim do black magic, Catholic do black magic.
thank you,
all do
Pepe.
black magic.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, we're not a religion. We are the way of life.
Okay, so let me ask you this: Why is it that so many people try to look at voodoo as a negative?
Because they know the power of voodoo. Well, Christian don't have no power. Christian cannot heal nobody. Voodoo heal people.
And what heal from what?
From any illness. You can
Really?
go get leaves. You can go get the leaves. If you use that leaf, you can heal any illness with that. That's what voodoo is. Voodoo, somebody have for example, a bad negative spirit on them, you can take out that negative spirit.
How?
By nature.
How?
By nature.
How?
Nature.
Okay, how would you find if somebody have a negative spirit, and how would they take it off?
If you're not, that's information I can give you. What you says,
Yeah.
it's all nature. There's a certain leaves, there's certain plants you can use. All those things, negative spirit cannot stay there. It's all nature, created by the creator nature itself.
Yeah.
See, people don't know that. I think in Muslim, I think in Christian, if they can do that, they can do that. It's all because they're a religion.
Never. They cannot do it.
They cannot do it.
So guava.
The study of voodoo, a person can do. The Christian, they can do nothing. They cannot even. As a matter of fact, they don't see a bad spirit, they're gonna start running. We don't run away from bad spirit. We could cast them. That's what we do. We are positive. We don't have negativeness. That's what we call it spirituality. You want to call it voodoo? You want to call it voodoo? Because there's different type of voodoo. Okay? You got people who's killing animals, making sacrifice, but the real spirituality, we don't do stuff like that. We don't do stuff like that. So people need to get the understanding about voodoo and sorcery. Black magic is sorcery. You got white people using it, black people using sorcery. See, so sorcery is not voodoo. So we need to get that straight. Because I'm come from the source. I come from Haiti. I'm a priest. I'm an emperor. I know. So nobody can tell me about voodoo is black magic. No.
No, but you know, Silas, and the truth of the matter is that they do their own sorcery and then they call it black magic.
Exactly.
You see, it's them who are doing the sorcery.
Yes, exactly.
They call it black magic. And
It is
and
sorcery.
they call us black. Then they say we are doing black magic, which they say that it is black people who are the ones who are doing it. Yet it is them who do it.
That's hypocrites. That's hypocrites because they know for a fact.
Thank you, Lavi.
They know for a fact exactly who voodoo is. Voodoo is the way of life. Everybody is voodoo. Jesus himself studied voodooism. To get a handle.
What?
What's a handle? What's a handle? Yes. What's a handle? Handle what Jesus studied Hinduism, he studied voodoo, he studied Egyptian, he studied Buddha, he studied other. Anything he did to America he was doing. Is that Christian? He's not gonna say he was a Christian. He studied voodoo. So
Yeah.
yes.
Anybody disagree? Wait, hold on. Guava, you had a question. What's your question, Guava?
Yes. So as I said earlier, so what the brother there says, Silas, that joint. I said it earlier from where food comes. That it's due colonization, and it's mainly Europeans that made it like them made it like a bad thing. They got it mixed up, like it's it's very much Hollywood. That's all they turn. So, but my question to him is, and I want you if it's possible for you, Super Life, to unmute him, because I want
No,
to ask him a
no.
question.
Oh,
Because
guys. Okay, hold on, guys. If I mute you,
that's
look, listen. Sometimes if I mute you, it's for the echo. When one person is talking and
yes,
everybody else is muted, then there's no echo. So the sound quality is better. So
yeah,
say what you want to say, and then I'm gonna mute him, or he can unmute
okay,
himself to
no,
respond.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to ask, I just want to ask a question, because I'm observing, I'm listening, I'm not interrupting,
Yeah.
But I want to ask, because he says it's not a religion. Then
One moment.
you have to define what the religion is. You have to define what a religion is, because if you speak of a god, multiple gods, spirits, ancestors, cosmic powers, an ultimate reality or a higher order, then by definition it's a religion. So I want to ask him, even if he uses, even if you speak about spirits in nature, then it's a religion. So I want to know. I'm gonna listen, because he says he's a priest. I'm curious.
He's a voodoo priest.
To learn.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said so. No, I'm curious.
Thank you, Lavi.
So I just want to.
Thank you, Lavi. Thank you, guys. Can we get the likes up?
Yeah, fun. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go. Wait. Before you ask the question, guys, can we get the likes up? Can we get to 10K likes, y'all? Thank you. And okay, Guava, go ahead. What's your question, Guava? And then we're gonna move to Mr. Boso. You up there?
Oh, yeah.
No, wait.
That's a question. My question was to Silas. I'm gonna mute myself, but did you hear my question, bro?
Ask it again. One more time. One more time. Oh, you heard it? Okay.
Okay, I will mute myself now.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, to you, Guava. Voodoo, it is not a religion. Religion is a man create. God never make religions. Never exist. It's men come up with religions. So the reason we know we say voodoo is not religions, because God did not create religion, which is man-made. Muslim, Christianity, Catholic, Practitioner, whatever you want to call them, they're all man-made. Voodoo is nature itself. You're dealing with nature. You're dealing with energy. Okay? You're dealing with earth, water, fire, air.
Yeah.
Who you dealing with? You're not dealing with something men telling you, okay, there's a guy gonna fall from the sky and you have to die in poverty, or you have to do this so you can be saved. No. The nature itself, if you pay attention to nature, just like a bird, an animal, they all have purpose of nature. They're all created by the creator himself. They don't have no religions. So where that religion come from? Men created to control who we are. So we don't know ourselves. Because if you don't know yourself, you can just speak words and these things happen. And it does happen because you don't know yourself. That's why when I speak you, I'm just we're speaking. How people don't know themselves. That's why people to be in control, because they give us religion. Once they give you religion, they don't want you to know the truth. They will never tell the truth. But once you are voodoo, you're spiritual, you're searching for yourself. And they will speak itself, it will talk to you, will tell you, your ancestors will tell you exactly who you are. Pay attention to the bird. Everything serves their purpose. Only us who follow a God that who cannot serve us. We serve ourselves. That's why voodoo is not religion. Voodoo is nature itself, it's a way of life. Jesus himself, again, studied Buddhism. He studied Egypt. He studied in India. He studied those. That's why he was able to do miracle. It's all nature. He never said there was a religion. He never speak about religion. If you go to a synagogue, he didn't go there and say, he said, my father kingdom, but he did not say religion. That's what we need to understand. Voodoo is not religion, it's a way of life itself. It's nature. It's nature. Our ancestors use it, they practice it, and that's why they be able to know who they are. So once you start in the religion, you're blind. They give you a doctrine to follow, you're limited to your knowledge. You're limited to everything in your life. That's why Christian, anybody who in religion, they die blind. Because somebody tell them how to live. Somebody tell them what to do. That's why we're not religious. We are a way of life. It's spiritual.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quickly? Yeah, you see, the Chinese. You see, the Chinese. They have a belief system that is very similar, to the Africans, where they have like ancestral worship, and they go with a lot of natural things. But you can see the Chinese are not Muslim, the Chinese are not Christian, but the Chinese are now poised to be the richest people on the planet. You see? So it goes to show you that you don't have, because they keep on saying that if you practice your traditional belief, the Chinese are practicing their traditional beliefs, but they're almost the richest people on the planet. So it goes to show you that the reason as to why Africans have not progressed as much as they could is not because for lack of religions, because we have
It's religion doing it. It's religion doing it. Religion is the one who's doing it.
exactly.
It's destroy our people.
It is destroying us, and we have the religion in abundance. Every place you go, there's a church. Every 2 seconds you go, there's a mosque. Every 2 seconds you go, there's a church. It's not for lack of religion that we are not trying. We have been doing it, but it is not working. So at the end of the day, we have to sit down and be real with ourselves. These guys brought us this religion, not for us. They brought the religion for them.
Yeah.
Because they were using it, they needed people to work in those plantations in Senegal. The Arabs were taking our people in the Trans-Sahara slave trade, taking our people in the East Africa slave trade.
Thank
They
you.
needed the religions for them, not for us. And so at the end of the day, until we wake up and we realize that we are being duped here, we are being lied to, then we are going to constantly being the whatever.
Thank you. Wait, hold on. Give, one moment. Mr. Bozo has been looking. What's your question? How you doing, Mr.
Speak,
Bozo?
speak. It's honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
But Mr. Bozo, what's up,
Good
man?
evening, guys. Good
Hi.
evening, guys.
Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening.
So, guys, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm a Moroccan, and to be fair, sadly, we got a lot of problem about sorcery, black magic, and call it whatever you want. And what I see, the ones who are doing this activity, this bad evil activity, they are all bad. They are all
I see.
mostly they use curse other people.
Hello, I say.
With their magic, black magic, and so on. Some some shit like that. And well, I totally disagree, and I'm totally against. I see only bad and the negative from Cersei to, and nowadays we should fight such belief. I would say.
Okay, so who wants to respond? Oh, I think. Wait, we're gonna give.
I hope you get me. My English is not perfect.
It's all right.
I hope you get me.
It's all right.
Oh, brother, we understand.
It's all right.
Yeah. Okay. The next one.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I want to go further. I want to go a little bit further
Okay, wait, Guava. Before you go further, let's give him a chance. Let's give no wait, my fingers. Silas Pro. Let's give him a chance to respond to what Mali and Mr. Bozo said, and then we can go further with Guava. So, Silas Pro. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm speaking with evidence, okay? I'm speaking with evidence.
What? Okay.
I was an altar boy in the Catholic Church, you understand? And what I'm saying is that I know for a fact I was blind. I couldn't see nothing until, because I was fighting my own self. I didn't know I was fighting my own self until I accepted it. I accept that, okay, I was chosen. That who I am, I accepted it.
Thank you, Danny.
Once I accept who I am, from my ancestry to the spirit to the spirituality, and then my eyes start opening. So to the brothers and sisters who still today call themselves religious or Christianity, I think you need to go back to yourself. Start talking to the universe. talking to your creator to find out who you are, because we've been bamboozled for too long. For over 3,000 years, we've been bamboozled. And it don't take us nowhere. Because take an example of Indians. The Indian don't, majority Indian, they're all who they are. They're all Buddha. I mean, they're all Hindu. Right? The Chinese and they're all Hindus. Go so on and so on. I go to Hindu temple myself. I never see they question me, say, "Are you a Hindu? What you doing here?" No, they welcome me. It's a matter of fact. They welcome me. I want to go to a Buddha temple. They welcome me. The only place that I went, they will question your faith, who you are, is Christians. So-called Christians. They will question you automatically. And if you say, you know what, well, I'm a voodoo priest. Oh no, you don't belong here, you gotta go. And I live that life. So to tell you that ignorant brothers and sisters, we need to go back to spirituality so we can find out who we are. I'm saying that Africa, stop this bumbles of madness religion you got going on. Then put your money and then give a basket and get rich. While you guys dying in poverty, your kids sick. They can't even heal you. They won't even happy to go to the hospital when you give them your money. But a voodoo priest, a voodoo temple, they will help you. They will heal you for free. And they welcome everyone. So that's what I'm saying. But voodoo is real, it's reality, it's a way of life. We need to go back again because the time is here. That's why you see a lot of young kids today, they turn into spirituality, their eyes start open. We live in a different time now. So I'm saying waking up, my brother and sister. But the brother who says, Mr. Abu, listen, sorcery is sorcery. Black magic and sorcery is the same. They destroy people. Voodoo don't destroy people. Voodoo is build people. Voodoo is open your eyes. Voodoo is stay together. Voodoo is love. That's how I'm saying to you guys. So anybody else want to have a question?
I think
I'm here to answer.
who. Okay,
Yes, I have a question.
go ahead, Papa.
Actually, multiple questions.
Well, this is your opinion, boy.
Wait. Can I speak first, please?
Go ahead, Papa.
So, first of all, again, voodoo is not black magic, and black magic is not voodoo. I completely agree. That is true. But again, to the priest, I'm talking again because I didn't get an answer on my question. Because we're talking linguistically about the world religion. He talked about the ancient. He talked about the voodoo temple. Religions have all temples. You know, all religions have temples. He's talking about spirituality. If you're talking about spirituality, that is a religion. You have to define the word religion. The word religion. You speak about one or multiple gods. You're speaking about spirits, ancestors, cosmic powers, an ultimate reality, or a higher order. And again, and that is my question. And then I'll continue with the rest of my curiosity that I have, respectfully, because I'm curious about like a story, like a creating story in voodoo. Are there stories about the meaning of life, the meaning of death, the meaning of suffering, moral or spiritual lessons? Is there a prayer? Are there like singings? Do they fast also?
Thank you,
the
Mr.
people
Bozo.
who are like the priest, for example,
Thank you.
do they
Thank
have
you.
holidays? Do they have rituals for birth, for death, for marriage? All those rituals that I'm saying now, if you have those rituals, they are tied by a religion. It doesn't matter what you call it, it is still a religion. So we can discuss about it.
We don't have those things. We don't have those things.
Thank you, Mr. Bozo.
But I have the feeling
Thank you, Mr.
you're allowed
Bozo.
to preach.
No, we don't have those.
Teach. We have to teach, not to preach.
We don't have those things, brother. We don't do all that stuff religion do. We don't have all this. When I say
Prayer, you don't do anything.
Pepe wanted to say something.
we don't pray.
Yeah.
We demand. We We don't pray. We don't. God does not ask us to beg. We don't pray. We want to pray me beggar. You beg. We just giving order. We asking for what you ask for. We want to be giving order to what we want.
I understand. Yeah, but to who are you demanding them?
Yeah.
To who exactly?
Good question.
What do you want to know, though? What do you want to join?
Versus
No.
Why you want to know? Why you want to know?
Okay, I have a question. No, wait. Before.
There's thing I cannot say in TikTok like that.
Okay, he's right.
I cannot say everything. But what I'm saying, why do you want to know? But we're not doing all that. What we doing, we're praying to our ancestry into the universe.
Because
What exactly? Go ahead, Guava.
I
Why?
want to know because it's my duty as a human being. It's my duty as a human being to learn more about other people in the world. And I'm curious, like I said, and I'm asking those questions.
That is the difference between us and you, because for us, like I said earlier, that in the African man, he was very comfortable letting you be a Muslim, and for us being who we are, we never go around preaching that this is for you also. We are saying that it is for us, but you guys, you say that what is mine is for me and is for you also, and we're rejecting it. We don't.
Where you get that philosophy from? Because who telling you what's for you is for us? It's not for me. It's for you.
Exactly.
Yourself. But don't bring it to me.
And this is how they are with Muslim and Christian. They want to bring it to you and to say that it is for you also. But we're like, bro, I'm happy where I'm at. No. You're not happy. You take it by force. You see? So that's the problem here.
Yeah.
Who are you guys talking to now? Are you talking to me? Both of you.
Yeah.
Because like I said, no. If I recall correctly, I was the one that asked the questions. I asked like 3-4 questions. I didn't preach anything. Nothing. I asked questions. I am curious.
Okay. That's it. Okay. What's your religion?
Because you said so.
What is your religion? Answer my question. What's your religion?
Okay. Let's say it doesn't matter. Why does it have to matter? Why does it have to matter?
Because I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Do you have a religion?
Okay. Yeah. Like I said earlier, if you were listening to me, I'm a Muslim.
Okay. Good. All right. Thank you. That's the answer. Listen. What is your experience? What is your experience in why you're Muslim? Give me one phenomenal experience you interact with the Muslim religion that is phenomenal for you. Just give me one experience.
How do you mean?
You're a Muslim, right?
One experience that is phenomenal. Phenomenal
to you.
Me.
Yeah.
It can be anything.
Anything like what?
To me, the birth of my children.
Okay, you can answer that. You're not even beginning. Now you're talking about creation now. Creation is creation. It's not a miracle phenomenon because everybody give birth. Everybody, an animal give birth, so that's not a miracle. So as a voodoo person, any voodoo person will tell you the animal a phenomenal experience in their life they occur with. But with having a child, I have kids. I have 8 kids. So it is a miracle. But that's what's phenomenal to you. That's not what's phenomenal to you, brother. So what I'm saying is that.
But that's a miracle.
No, that's not a miracle.
Because that's a way of life. Word miracle.
No, it's a way of life. It's just a way of life.
And that's the way of life. And so the way. Okay. The way of life is not a miracle.
Let me ask you.
The way of life is not a miracle.
Let me ask you.
Yes, of course.
Do you believe in death? Do you believe in death? Do you believe that?
Death exists, yes.
Death exists.
I believe that death exists, yes.
Nobody dies. Nobody died. You just pass over. But your spirit still
nobody dies?
Your spirit's still living.
Where?
So death don't exist. Your body made with dirt, so you go back to dirt. But your spirit is you. That's who's speaking right now. It's your spirit speaking to you. It's not your body. It's not death speaking to you. Just life speaking to you. So you have to be educated. You got to be educated more. Those religions you need to be educated more, so you guys know exactly what life is about. It's not about scarcity.
Okay.
About death.
I'm not here to debate on the fact whose religion is better than the other. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to bash on everyone's religion. Because you may believe it, you may believe it or not, but my duty as a Muslim is to believe that everyone has their own religion. Everyone has their own religion, and I have my religion.
I don't believe I know.
And also,
I don't believe
I was put. What?
Believe to exist. It's knowing.
I didn't understand.
You can hope all you want. There's nothing gonna happen to you if you believe in hope. You gotta know. You gotta know thyself. You gotta know the reality of
But how do you know something?
Because you're not at that level.
But how do you get to know something?
If you're a Muslim, you're not spiritual, you're not gonna know it.
And why? Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, let me ask you this. How are you supposed to be on that level? You personally. You.
I don't have to tell you that. You need to find yourself first. Then you're gonna know.
Get out of here. You're preaching too much. Why are you
need to find yourself.
One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Don't try yourself. If I want to try myself, it's between me and my God. That's it. But I'm not trying to bash on anyone's religion. You are trying to pushing yourself to people. You're trying to preach it.
Keep it for yourself.
Preaching. No,
keep it for yourself. Stop pushing yourself to people.
You're preaching. No.
Keep on your belief. You're preaching.
I started life by stating facts. Historical? No, I started the life stating historical facts.
What historical facts?
Everyone was present.
VooDoo's creation itself, he was there before Muslim. Well,
exactly.
Educate yourself. VooDoo was there before Muslim.
I 100% agree.
VooDoo was like, so what you telling me?
100%.
You're not talking to ignorant, man.
What?
You're not talking to ignorant man. So VooDoo is all that been ever created. VooDoo's a way of yourself.
Okay, you do you.
Did you create the earth? Did you create the trees? Did you create the animals? You don't.
I'm done discussing.
So when did you think that create anything?
Honestly, I'm done discussing.
Okay, all right, guys. All right, guys. Okay, all right.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, we have to agree to disagree because again, this is a discussion. This is not a it's yeah. So let's take a breakaway with a lady. Go ahead, Pepe. What's on your mind, Pepe? Let's
I have a question for Mr. Bobo. He just left here. He's not here now.
Yeah, go on.
So I saw somebody down on the comment. He asked if VooDoo is good. I tell you, VooDoo is good. I don't practice VooDoo, but I say it's good because they believe that one they do. Okay. For me, I can say, oh, it's their religion because I just want to classify it because the women bring a religion to classify everything. All people believe it. You understand me? So my question at him, VooDoo, he said he want to know about. So for As-Salam, VooDoo is not black magic. That's the more important you need to know. The same you believe your God, or you believe whatever you believe in, they believe that one they want to. So we need to respect everybody, their religion or their mentality or whatever they believe in.
Sure.
So we know VooDoo is something they turn it. I tell you before the colonization when they came with the Christian religion to blame VooDoo. They can't blame VooDoo because VooDoo today is not only in Africa. They have VooDoo in the Latin America. They have VooDoo in Caribbean. They have VooDoo in Europa. Europa have VooDoo today. I don't know why the people think like VooDoo is something bad. If it's bad, we don't want to have like many white people from Europa now to come to Africa and to and to put in themselves in VooDoo. Because they know they have something good inside. For me, if I have power, I'm not going to accept any white people in Africa to initial themselves in VooDoo. But they came now to do, and they have people they live there to do. That one I don't like it. I really don't like it because it's religion is sorry if I'm saying religion, somebody don't like it, okay? But I don't like it because why today white people came to initial themselves in VooDoo? It's something I don't like it. I
prefer to see black people inside. Okay, I don't want anything white people to come to in Africa now and to put in themselves in voodoo and to initiate themselves in voodoo because they come to learning more secrets in voodoo. It's something for generous, like grandfather before, you know. And why I saw the white people they come now to learn about and to initiate themselves is that one I don't like. They can learn about, but initiate themselves in voodoo is something I don't like. It's like for me, it's a secret we need to save for more generation that we can because they try to blame that 1 million year they can. Okay, my second question is why the people don't blame Asiatic religion? Asiatic have 1 million religion there.
Oh yeah,
Nobody blame them.
true.
They have the lady, she have eight eight feet or something like this. Nobody blame them. But all time the people need to blame voodoo, 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 voodoo. Voodoo is not black magic. The black magic, the Muslim have black magic. The concept no. You know, they can say no. It's for that one I want to ask the guy about his religion, Mr. Boss. I know in that country in Agadir, the city Agadir in Morocco, they do lots of black magic there. And the Moroccan, they do black magic there in Agadir. So they need to know black magic, they have all religion, all people do black magic everywhere. Okay? So take off black magic with voodoo. Take off that one. Therefore, to think like a black magic sorcery is something especially for voodoo. Because it's this negativity they put on voodoo, and the people have that one in them, and they think voodoo is all negative. It's like voodoo hashtag, black magic hashtag sorcery. No.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
We live in voodoo in past. In peace. Sorry, I speak Spanish now.
It's okay. Okay, but you guys understand Pepe? She's speaking English with a French accent.
I speak English, I speak Spanish, I speak French.
Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful though. So
But we
yeah,
understand there, no problem. We
yeah,
never can there.
yeah. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like I was thinking, wait, am I? Oh, she's speaking French. It's almost like she's speaking French, Spanish. But I'm like, oh, I understand.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
It's all good. We
yeah.
understand. We understand. But again, like she said, I completely agree with her. But I also saw black magic not only in Morocco, but I saw black magic in Senegal. I saw black magic in Gambia. I saw it, but still, again, black magic is not voodoo. I said it like 10 times. It's not the same, and she is 100% right. They are all 100% right. But again, we have to start from a form of respect. We don't have to start preaching. Because when you start preaching, then you won't listen to one another. That's right. No, super life. So if you want to learn, you have to listen. We hear ourselves, but we don't listen. You have to really listen. We can't look at the history. We can't look at what went wrong. And I ask those questions because I'm curious. I want to know what you guys believe. How you believe, why you believe. And the answer that I've gotten is you're not on that level. Brothers, nobody is on that level. No one. We can only dream of going on that level. We live each day to be on that level. Before we speak about the spirituality and stuff, we first have to be real conscious about everything, and then you can speak about everything. So
Okay.
you can answer my questions.
Why you got
As you said,
pushing your religion
just-
to people? Why you got pushing your religion to people? Whatever
Did I
you
speak
got.
about my religion? Did I speak now about my religion? Did I speak about my religion? Did I speak about my religion now?
Why you want to know? Why you curious about our ways?
Did I speak about my
If
religion
you're a
now? Yes or no?
Muslim, you should be curious about our ways.
Did I speak? Did I speak about my religion now? Did I speak about my religion now? Yes
But
or
I'm
no?
saying, why are you curious
Did I
about
speak?
our ways? Why you want to ask questions curious?
Okay,
about
did I
it?
speak about my religion now? I'm gonna ask the same question again if you answer. Yes or no? Did I speak about my religion?
Okay, let Mali go. Go ahead, Mali.
Yeah, Guava, let me help you. The
I
problem.
know what's going to answer. Yes.
No. What you're running into, yeah? You're running
Problem. My problem is that I asked questions. No. I asked questions. I didn't get answered
No,
on
no.
my question. That's my
Yeah, let me tell you what you're running into. Because this is you're going to keep asking, and I'm going to explain to you what you're running up into. You see, in the mind of an African man, yeah, in the mind of a black man, we do not have it in our culture to come and tell you that you need to be like me.
I am black.
So give me a second. No, give me a second. Give me a
I
second.
am black.
Give me a
I
second.
am
Okay,
black.
okay, it's fine. It's fine.
black. I am
Okay.
a black man. Yes, continue.
Okay, Guava,
Continue.
Guava, yeah, okay,
Continue.
you are a black Moroccan. Okay, good for you.
Continue.
Now, I'm telling
Yes.
you, for us who lives south of the Sahara, in our culture, in the mind of a black man,
So now it's all.
No, leave him finish. Leave him finish, Guava.
they do not have it in their culture. That is why you see in Africa has thousands of languages, even small groups of people who speak.
Correct,
You will find
correct,
people
yes.
who are 100,000 who will speak a language, and that language will survive for 1,000 years. Okay, because the
10,000.
African, in the mind of an African, they never see it fit to come and tell you to be like me. That is why you are running into a brick wall, because it is a taboo for us. Okay, I don't know. You see, in Islam, it is a taboo for you to eat pork. You see, so what you are saying is a taboo, because in Africa, I cannot come and start telling Super Life that he needs to start speaking my language tomorrow. Super Life, has that ever happened to you? Somebody came and told that you need to start speaking their language in Africa by force?
No.
It will not happen. So it is a taboo. What you are asking is a taboo. Why can't you tell me like this? No, that is a taboo. It is just like me asking you, why don't you eat pork? Do you understand?
I can give you the reason why. It's not a taboo. Nothing is taboo. Nothing is taboo. Nothing is taboo. I can give you the reason why. But I will not speak about that religion because the Christian.
That's what I'm explaining.
One at a time.
I understand what you're
One at a
coming from
time.
about the brick wall. I understand your argument. Yes.
All right, let's give Silas Pro. Well,
Okay.
go ahead.
Here's the thing, man. I was born in Haiti, but I see myself as an African. I was happy to be born in the American continent, but I am an African. And then you cannot define different. You cannot define the difference between the African born and the Haitian Caribbean born. It's the same exactly because we are the same. We are the same. You cannot come and play with our mind thinking we're just going to start speaking word I will give it to you. That's not how that works for us, especially as a voodoo person. As a voodoo person, I'm an emperor. There's secrets in every word you say. The thing you do, there's secrets on it. And if somebody is not a part of it, you're not supposed to know it. If you want to be a part of it, to know what's inside the voodoo, don't become a voodoo man. Because you can't become a voodoo, you can't be chosen to be a voodoo. You can't choose to be a Muslim. You can't choose to be a Christian, but you cannot choose to be a voodoo. Voodoo got to be chosen. It's not just you get up tomorrow, you get tomorrow, I'm going to be a voodoo. No, that's not how that works. You got to be chosen. So that's the difference. And it's not coming over and spit it out and give it to everybody for free. That's not how that works. It's a price to pay, and before you become spiritual, before you become an emperor, there's a price to pay. And some people is not willing to pay those prices. And that's what life made. And nothing's easy in life. See, you come in as a Muslim, as a Christian, they can, no, come as you are. No, that's not how that works. And in reality of life, in spirituality, or what you want to call it, it's not how that works. So ask him question all you want. If you're not a part of not a part of it, you're just wasting your time. Nothing else to tell you.
Yeah. Silas Pro, can you answer this question from Bear? How did Europeans begin to brag about practicing it, like Hillary Clinton?
Yes, they did. As a matter of fact, Bill Clinton go to Haiti, try to initiate. He tried to initiate in voodoo in Haiti, but the spirit said no, that can't happen. It's because first of all, it's not for Europeans. It's not for Europeans. You cannot initiate in any part of voodoo if you are European. You can practice it. You can practice. There's nothing wrong with that. But you cannot initiate in that. Initiation is not for European, it's for African black men. Whether you born American born, whether you're African born, whoever you are, you born, as long as you're a black man, you can initiate and voodoo.
So, can I ask a question again?
Yes.
Go ahead, Guava.
So, what you're trying to say now is that I can. Voodoo is only for black men, yes? That's what you said.
Only
Right
for
now.
black men, and to become a emperor or to become a priest, you have to be chosen. Not just come and say, I want to take a pastor, so I want to become a pastor. No, that's not how it works. You cannot be a high priest if you're not chosen.
How do you get chosen?
Yes. Yeah. You got to be chosen to become a priest or an emperor. Yeah. But you can
How do you
practice.
get chosen?
Every black man have voodoo in them because voodoo is
How do you get
like
chosen?
yourself. Every black man is
Okay.
have voodoo.
How do you get chosen?
How you get chosen? You don't even know when you're chosen. Because you're chosen from birth.
How?
You're chosen from birth. You go up, same thing you will start saying,
So
same thing you start saying.
So you have the power of choice from birth. So you choose for yourself then.
You can choose for yourself. It doesn't matter if you deny it, it will fight you until the end. You cannot choose, you cannot rebuke it. Because it's a part of you. That's what voodoo is.
So can I ask you another question? Okay. So can I ask you another question?
Sure.
If you want to answer it, of course. So what you're trying to say now is that voodoo can only be practiced by black African men, or
Again,
correct?
you have European.
I didn't ask my question completely.
No, give him
Listen, you have
give him a chance.
European who practice voodoo. They're not chosen. They choose to practice it. It's just like now they practice because they know it's good. They practice as a religion for themselves, but they're not chosen.
Okay.
And you got some black people also.
Okay.
Every black person is voodoo. But what I'm saying to you, you cannot come up and say, well, I'm a priest or I'm a princess. Because you just want to be a voodoo person or part of it. No, that's not how that works. There's a difference between a high priest, a priest, or princesses. That person was chosen before birth. And you got this things.
Okay.
That's the same thing. Let me
What you're trying to say now is yes.
finish.
Let him finish, Guava. Let him finish.
I started seeing things when I was 3 years old, 4 years old. I did not know what it was. And there's things that I will say, it come to pass. But my parents were like, they was Christian, they was Catholic. They don't want to do anything to do with voodoo. But they tried to hide it away from me. So they couldn't, because it's a part of me. But till I start growing up now, I understand for myself and I embrace it, I accepted it. Because that was the time I was going crazy because I did not accept who I am. It's a part of life, brother. It's not just let me about this group now. It's not like that. And let me become a Mason, Freemason. Let me become a Christian, a Catholic, priest, church. No, that's not how that works. You got to be chosen. Yes, every black person is voodoo. Because voodoo is your way of life. Period.
All right, Guava. What's your question,
Just
Guava?
the way it is.
Guava, what's your question?
Yes. If voodoo belongs only for African black men, so let's say there are other
Now,
ethnicities
only black women too.
that also join.
And not only black men, for all Africans.
Okay, so that's okay. So only Africans.
Some other people practice
Only
it.
Africans.
Some of them practice it, but they cannot fulfill the power.
Only
This is possessed by the voodoo by somebody else. They can copy.
My God.
All they can do is copy. All they can do. That's why they turn to sorcery. They call it black magic. That's why they turn to sorcery. They start doing sorcery. They call it voodoo. It's not voodoo. So when you start practice something, you become a sorcery. It becomes a religion for you. But it's not a way of life for you. We're talking about a way of life for us. That's who we are. I don't care if you want to be a Christian, you want to be so you are voodoo.
Okay. Do you know? Can you name me besides voodoo other things that excludes other ethnicities of their religion?
I can name you that. You're not a problem.
Sorry. You said it's not a religion. Sorry.
No, I can't name you anything unless you're a barber. But if I'm speaking right now to voodoo persons, and there's a certain spirit I can mention their name, they will tell you, yeah, I know that spirit, that power. Yeah, that happened. And for example, I'm going to give you one example.
Wait. Please.
One at a time.
Hold on. I want to ask you a question. You said name their name. What do you mean by they name? The name of who? The name of who? The name of who? Of a parish? Of a parish? No. I'm asking questions. That's what I'm asking.
Why should I tell you?
I ask questions.
I don't have to tell you.
Why? Why not? Why not?
I don't have to tell you.
So basically, you're describing. You're describing racism. You're describing racism.
If I'm speaking with voodoo brother as me,
that's it.
then you already know what we're talking about, and that's what the brother Mali tell you. You try to use some taboo, like you try to turn your tongue. Man, you don't know. We voodoo people, we very highly intelligent, man. We can see you coming a million miles away. So what you want to know, you're not gonna know it. Stay with your Allah. Stay with your Allah.
Guava.
Okay, good. But I asked you the name. You spoke of the name. You mentioned it yourself.
It's why you need to know.
Okay.
Stay to your Allah.
So
you know my God name.
Okay, no problem.
You just said it.
No problem. I'll mute myself. Let him talk. Let him preach.
Thank you. So if you keep asking questions, ask questions specific or but we don't teach Allah here. Or we don't come and spit things out to you. So you want to know something? No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, Guava. Silas Pro. Guava is smart, eh? Guava is trying to outsmart you.
I'm not trying to outsmart you. No.
You can outsmart me. Guava, I don't have spirit, man. I have spirit, man.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not
spirit doesn't choose them, man.
That's not what I'm trying to do. I ask questions.
True.
If I cannot ask any questions anymore.
No, you can.
It's discussion, no super life.
No, you can. No, you can.
It's a discussion.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
True. You've asked question, but he's
preach hour.
Yeah.
It's discussion hour.
The thing is, you've asked question, you've asked it in multiple ways, and he's giving you the same answer.
I don't give you an answer.
That's what you do.
No. If you don't have an answer, tell me. I don't have the answer for you.
I don't have to answer the question.
You're not on that level.
You're just curious. That's all. That's not a question. You're just curious. You just want to know. That's all.
Guava.
You want to know.
Guava.
I'll mute myself. Out of respect, I'll mute myself for the other people.
Yes.
Let them talk.
Thank you, Guava. Yeah. All right. Hey guys, Silas Pro is sharp, eh? All right, let's Silas Pro. Okay.
Never start a topic like this again. Never. Talk about something else in the future.
No, wait, guys. Wait.
You cannot outsmart the ancestors, my friend. You cannot.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Silas Pro. Sorry, Silas Pro. I unmuted you. I muted you by mistake, Silas Pro. Wait. But we're gonna go to who's this person? Kausa 465. Can you unmute yourself?
Hey, hello.
How you doing? What's up?
Yeah, I'm doing fine now. Thanks for the program.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Well, what I was actually trying to say is that voodoo is actually a real thing in Africa. That's true. but I want to respond to Mr. Selasso when he said that that to be African you have to be voodoo. That's not really true, because like when the Europeans came to Africa, they came with various religions, right? What he calls voodoo is what we call in Africa African traditional societies. Just like everywhere else, people have their own religious practices, right? For example, I come from Uganda. People from Uganda had their different gods among the different tribes and vicinities. So when the Europeans came here, they brought the Christianity and all that. So it's true. What he calls voodoo is called African traditional society here in Africa. But when you say Africa, Africa is very vast. For every mile to 10 miles, they can have different religious. So what he calls voodoo being like is African is totally different, because each and every one is different from the other.
Okay. Okay, guys. All right.
When he says voodoo is African, not the gods in, let's say the gods in Haiti are not the same gods in Africa.
Oh, that's not what you're saying. That's not what I'm saying. No,
What I say?
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. First of all, Haiti don't have a god. The God we serve, the God that we serve in the voodoo itself, we have the God from Africa, which is you get from Congo, okay, Mali, Guinea. You got different Egypt. You got different spirits, and those are the most powerful spirit ever. They're all from Africa. So there's such things of a Haiti God. No.
No. That's where I've gone wrong. Because the way you term your spirits there is not the same way we term our spirits here in Uganda. I'm trying to be particular.
No. Okay. Let me help you, Bausa. The thing is that the people from Haiti are actually derived from Africa.
And they come from Africa. That's the origin. Yeah, true.
Yes. And so the religion that they are speaking in, they're speaking of in Haiti is just it's just the African tradition. So nobody is saying that the fact that they practice in Nigeria is the same thing that is practiced in Uganda or the same thing that is practiced in Kenya. Nobody is saying that. But what we are saying is those belief systems have a common thread that runs through all of them. Okay, there's a very similar belief thread that runs them. They believe in the ancestors, they believe in nature, they believe in all these things that unite those practices. That even if in Kenya, even South Africa, you see the South Africa, the band there, like the Zulu call their god in Kulunkulu, and then in Uganda they call their god Katonda.
It's just a different name. It's the same thing.
But then when you say they call in Uganda Katonda, it means they believe there's a supernatural being far beyond any other spirits.
But that's what
That's not what you're arguing. You're arguing something different. You're looking at something different. Because even in Kulunkulu, they believe that in Kulunkulu is the supreme being over all the other gods. Yes.
So that notes that there's something far much greater than what? Than spirits in general.
Okay, that's not, and that is a different argument altogether. So you can make that argument, it's fine. That's different because it's also the Ugandan gods are different. There's Chiwanuka.
What the thing is saying here is voodoo a real thing in Africa? What I was trying to say is it is, but then you cannot generalize saying that what is actually here is the same thing that is actually there. It's not actually there. That's what I'm trying to say.
You can got a different name, but it is still voodoo. You can got a different name. It's still the same. It's a way of life itself.
Mali knows what we call here is called the Okusamira. It's called Okusamira. The practice is called Okusamira. Which literally means traditionally. Because I come from, let's say, for me, I come from the Uganda tribe. I think Mali comes from the same tribe. It's one of the largest tribes in Uganda. Traditionally, they had their kind of religion, which believed that which believe that there are spirits for every action, for every trade there was a spirit. For example, we had a spirit who was responsible for warfare. We had a spirit who was responsible for reproduction.
It's the same thing,
Who was
brother.
responsible for
It's the same thing I'm talking about. It's the same thing.
That's exactly the same. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the same thing.
It's the exact thing.
Different name.
We can spirit for fertility. We have spirit for war. We have spirit for fertility. We have spirit for protection. We have spirit for healing. We have spirit for
So we have spirits.
for prosperity.
We have spirits. So we
Yeah,
have
for
spirits.
prosperity. So what I'm saying is, it's just different name.
Yes, for the same thing.
So just give it different name. And the language barrier, and the language barrier, it's the same.
that is the thing. But yeah, that's the thing.
Like just being a contrarian, you're trying to contradict things that literally you like. It's basically the same thing, but you're just being contrarian, like trying to argue on the other side. But what you're arguing is really not.
What I'm trying to say is, it could basically be the same, but they can different. They could be different practices. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Absolutely. It's the same exact thing. Okay, for example, let me give you an example. In Haiti, okay, we get what you call laku, right? What you know what laku mean?
I
I know because
I think I know.
No, listen to me.
Wait,
Listen.
laku,
Here's the thing. Each
laku.
laku,
Yeah.
they practice different. The same spirit. The same spirit, but they practice different. For example,
Laku.
if you go to my laku, we have a certain way we practice our spirit. And you go to the next one, they practice different. But it's the same exact spirit. So it's just like you have a dog, right? You train that dog to be your way. And you get your next dog, the same exact dog. They all called dog. That's how I'm giving you an example. So each laku is not serving the same. For example, some laku, let's say you can cook the food, right? People put it on the floor. Some laku you cannot put food on the floor. You gotta put it on the plate, or you gotta get the banana leaves, or you gotta eat in your hand. You cannot eat with a spoon. Some laku you know what I'm saying to you? It's what you use your spirit to, but it's still the same.
Yeah.
It's the way you practice it. It's all about practice.
All right. Let's
Same
give.
respect.
Yes. Let's give.
Same concept.
Let's give
I think
Mali. Hold on, Mali. Hold on, Mali. Let's give a lady. Let's give Yama a chance. Let's bring some.
Yeah, she hasn't spoken yet, so let her speak. Yeah.
Let's
it's only
give.
fair.
Let's get some feminine energy in here.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Yama.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Good evening. I have a question for Mr. Silas.
Mm-hmm.
The Laku thing, is it like a flying spirit? Because as I've learned, the voodoo has something like a eagle also. So I wanted to know if there's something like a flying spirit in the voodoo also.
Yes, sister. And in the voodoo, we call it voodoo, but it's nature itself. Cause in part of nature, you can have different animal. You can have a eagle, owl. It could be a butterfly. It could be a snake. But the spirit can come in any form it wants. Yes, the spirit can come in any form it wants. So it's just such things of you can say an eagle, but they all these are different spirits. Okay, you might see an eagle, it means that spirit come visit you. You might see an owl, that owl is another spirit. For example, if you see a snake, all right, you got a snake is what we call it dambala. Dambala, which is you got two dambala, you got one male, one female. So you can see that dambala come in the form of snake. So you got dambala isha, dambala wado. So there's a male and female. No, dambala is snake. The dambala is a spirit of water. People might think it's a spirit of, if it's dry land, it's not. It's a spirit of water. It's a healing. It's a healing spirit. Yes, they do.
It's like voodoo is practicing the 4 elements, right? Fire,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
water.
Yeah. And earth.
I don't really agree with Mr. Guayava because I know I've experienced it myself that there are levels in voodoo, and you need to be chosen for it. Like you get some tests in your life, you get like dreams, you get like situations, and some more. So I don't agree with Mr. Guayava as he speaks out that voodoo has doesn't have levels because that's a big
I
lie.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Be respectful and be correct.
Can I go
I
on,
didn't say that.
please? I'm sorry.
Of course, but
Even
correct
even
yourself,
I'm not
please. But
black
because
on
I
my
didn't say
skin,
that.
but my ancestors were black people, and I'm very proud of it. And
I'm also proud.
still in my dreams, I get message from my ancestors, and I always listen to them because you can call me a voodoo woman or something, but I believe that voodoo is good because if you get a dream telling you or warning you not to do something, if you, and you still do it, you can get in a very bad situation.
You pay the consequences because you not listen.
As Mr. Shilas already told, you have to be chosen. That is really right. That's the truth. You have to be chosen. It's not for everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sister. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what I can see right now? You know why you're speaking right now? I can literally read your spirit. You are a chosen one.
Yes.
And you're in the right place.
Because she agrees with what you're saying.
No, because I agree. Why don't you award us, Mr. Guyaf? You have your own religion. I respect your Muslim. So please respect other people, their beliefs and their
Everyone was here present. Did I say something that was not respectfully? Did I say something?
But you try to be around the bush. That's
you get an explanation. Every time you get an explanation from somebody.
15 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, we talked about the names and spirits. You said there were no spirits and no names. And then
I have to tell you that.
Because I spoke about it.
I don't owe you that.
You said
I don't owe you that because you're a Muslim. I don't owe you any explanation about my spirit name. See, the sister I mentioned two names right now because he's a part of us. And I can read to her. She's there. She's chosen. So what I'm saying to you, she is chosen. So I'm gonna owe her that. And she showed that respect, that energy. We share that energy automatically. We share that energy automatically. So and she know, I know.
Excuse me, but that's why
I have to ask to not. This is a discussion, respectful. We do not have to be angry about this.
Oh, wait.
No, I hear it in your voice.
Wait. No, Guava. Wait.
Is any spiritual man talking with authority?
No.
We're not walking with our head down. We speak loud. We speak loud and our head up because we know who we are. So that's how we speak. We're not arguing.
Yeah.
That's why when we speak with authority because our ancestry is authority. Our ancestry, we know who we are and we know who we're working with. So that's just my sister right here.
Yeah. Let's give quickly.
Yeah, thank you. I have a question. So, what do you use VooDoo for? It's like I just came, I didn't listen well and stuff, so I'm trying to understand. Is the VooDoo you believe that's what the player they use in the beach is it exists or not?
What was the question again?
I'm just saying, like the when we see like videos coming out after like games on soccer or football, we see a lot of players. They bring all those towels and stuff. Do you believe that's true? That they could bring the VooDoo with them and all that stuff, or it doesn't exist?
I don't know anything what you're talking about football because VooDoo have nothing to do with football.
No, because you said there is like spirits with the power and all that.
No. Listen, somebody, for example, somebody might have their spirits.
Yeah.
And let's say that spirit they use a towel or they use a scarf. That's what they use as a color. So they bring it to them. That's what they're part of them. I can't stop that. But it's up to them. And actually, being a voodoo, you don't have to have a tower. You don't have to have none of that.
What he's talking about this recently, this Africa Cup in Morocco that just happened, and these guys were beating up the African players, saying that they have a voodoo, that they're hiding voodoo.
No.
It's not just the Moroccan who said it. It's the coach of Nigeria even had fought with the previous, in a previous game. He did say it in the media too. He says he was doing some voodoo stuff.
He was saying that because his team lost. He was trying to find a thing. That's why you see when they were saying that that they might ban DR Congo from going to World Cup, they came up and, oh, we should go there. You should put us there. Why do you think he was saying that? They were saying it because they were looking for something, anything that could get them, because they wanted to play World Cup by force, by fire. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand here. I'm just trying to see your culture and what's about.
Voodoo have nothing to do with that, brother. Voodoo have nothing to do with that.
So let's see,
Somebody
you
can
have a
believe
power
what
with
they
the
believe. That's what they believe in, but it has
So
nothing to do with voodoo.
let's see, everyone is saying that they follow a certain ways of using the voodoo, correct? All right.
There is a certain way. You cannot just be a voodoo spiritual and then be all over the place. You can't do there's a word to follow. There's a
Yeah,
ritual to follow.
let's see you are a chosen person. Can I come to you and tell you to work a voodoo on me to help me out with some issue or something?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah. No,
That's
you,
what we're here for.
you said yeah, and the girl, she said no.
No, not for that. We don't use it for. If you tell me to come and hurt somebody, I'm gonna tell you, brother, go somewhere else.
Let's see. But you could use to hurt somebody else, no?
Yes, you can. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
In any religion, in any religion itself, in Christianity itself, the Bible, you can use the Bible to hurt people too.
Okay, so if I'm saying, let's see, I'm playing a game, and I came to you, I was like, I wanna win a game. Would you work something with me? Would you do it?
Some people will do it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So those players who play in AFCON, probably they do it that way. They play the voodoo with them. Doesn't exist. It could exist.
It could be.
So what would your reaction if I found out that they are using voodoo? Should they defend myself or not? I don't have a right to do that.
If they,
So then why did DR Congo win?
let me answer the question. Bro.
Yeah.
In every way of life,
Yeah.
you have the right to defend yourself, not by force. Here's the thing: if somebody uses voodoo, right? For example, somebody uses sorcery.
In a bad way.
Listen. But it's not that. If it's a bad way, it's sorcery. It's not voodoo. Now, if somebody uses sorcery in a bad way, either to do something wrong to you or to play a game, here's what you do. If you want to, you do the same exact thing they do. So what's happening is the strongest one will win. That's how that goes. So if somebody
have their own.
So what I'm saying, why? So you have your own, I have my own. If I use my against for me to win, you use yours against for me for you to win. So the strongest will win. That's how that goes. Because you do that, don't you can lose.
Or like
You can lose. Why can't them they come officially and be like, this is our culture and we use it and this is part of us, so everyone could know. Why they are hiding it then?
Because they're not open.
Thank you.
If you before you go pray, you don't go pray. If you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you don't go pray.
Yeah.
Okay, so a voodoo person before they go.
Oh yeah, we pray, but we pray without hiding.
They go to the It's because they're not open. They sit down.
You see, but hold on. Even if they came out and then they told you, see the other guy who put his down there. In fact, the other guy is a Muslim. Those Senegalese, they are Muslims. But you see now,
but Muslim could use the Muslim people. They are not angels. No, I'm just saying we have as Muslim. We believe there is a black magic. We know people are not.
It's Muslim magic. It is your magic.
It's not black magic. It's your Muslim magic. Your sorcery. That's your sorcery.
It is
It's not
Adam
Yeah, that's no, but hold on. We as Muslim, we believe that's not halal. That's as soon as you deal with that, you're out of the religion. That's it. You're done. So the point that there is some Muslim, they're gonna use it, and they still think that they are Muslim. If you use that stuff, you're out of Islam. That's what I'm saying. But
Well, at the end of the day, we are happy to be out of Islam. And the truth of the matter is, you're saying that why can't they do their things out in the open? You see what the Senegalese were accused of, and these Moroccans were running wild, sending ball boys to come and pick people's towels, sending officials wearing suits to come and get people's towels because they are claiming that there is sorcery in it, and then you're asking why don't people come out? No, you can't
look,
come out.
no. Everything under the table will trigger like eyes on you. Come clean and be like, this is part of our culture.
Come
We're
clean.
proud of
It's,
it.
it's what
Are you a
it's
Muslim?
part of our culture.
Yeah. I am Muslim.
Why should I come in and tell you come clean? What you clean as a Muslim?
Again, such a racism. Again.
What are you
So
talking
you
about?
won't explain it to a Muslim,
Clean as
but
a
you are
Muslim.
happy to
No,
explain it.
hold on, guys. I don't hear you. What did
Yeah.
you say? Sorry.
Exactly.
Did you
One at a time.
Okay.
One at a
Why you
time.
gonna come clean? What does that mean? What does that mean? So you have the right to practice your Muslim, but we don't have the right to practice our religion, our belief, our voodoo, our way of life.
No. Say you're coming to play.
What are you talking about come clean? You don't pray before you pray?
Look.
Do you pray?
No, you understand me wrong. I think.
Guys,
think you understand
like
me
up.
wrong.
Let's get the likes up. Everybody, hold on.
Let me
Everybody,
explain.
wait.
What
Before
I'm saying.
before you explain, guys, let's get to 10K. We are almost there. Everybody, if everybody tap the screen and like, we can get to 10K, y'all. Let's get to 10K, everybody. I would appreciate it. Yes, they are jealous. Okay, so guys, we have to try our best to not be. I see somebody. I don't know if somebody want to give a space, because right now I think I'm at the maximum amount of people that can be up here.
No. Super life. I
Wait.
will leave. I'll just say one thing.
Yeah, wait. Let's get.
I will leave.
I know,
Give
but
me space.
hold on.
Give me space.
Yes, you can. Hold on, guys. Let's get the likes up, everybody. As you are here, just keep touching the
Don't
screen.
forget to follow Super Life. He's a really good guy. Really.
All right, thanks, Guava. So, and then we're gonna move to Guava. Black Magic's more like Black Excellent.
I will give the space to someone else.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Yeah, you'll get your chance. Give me a moment, bro.
Okay, look. At the beginning I didn't say I was Muslim. Then I said I was Muslim. Yes, and then the meaning changed. Everything changed. For me, the whole meaning of it, I ask questions again to learn more about it, because it's important for me to learn about my fellow human. I see everyone as human beings at the beginning of it. Before I speak, before I see religion and all that kind of stuff, I see, because we are all human beings. That's the start of it. That's the very start of it. Yes, and I find it very disappointing, but it's my opinion, because we started on a topic and we got completely derailed. We're not talking about what happens during the football game. We're not talking about that. I'm not saying anything about that. The question was, is voodoo a real thing in Africa? Yes, it is a real thing. That is a real thing. But again, we don't have to confuse it with black magic. Black magic is something else. It's very something else. But still, I appreciate every one of you. And you believe what you want to believe, and I believe what I want to believe. And at the end of the day, we don't have to force anything on one another. Yes, there is politics. Yes, human beings are evil, basically, bottom line. History has taught us many things about that. But at the end of the day, we still worship this. We still face the same difficulties. We feel the same pain. We feel the same sadness. We share the same joy. So that's very important to remember, guys. So I'm gonna leave this live. So thank you, everyone, and Super Live.
Yeah.
It's been really great.
Thank you.
Bye. Till
Thanks.
next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Until next time, Guava. Peace out. All right. So somebody, I don't know if anybody want to respond to what Guava just said, but and then we're gonna move back to quickly because quickly wanted to say something. Yes, go ahead.
Respond, yeah. See, now you see what we was talking about earlier, right? You see when he was out talking, he started with psychology, right? Now you see exactly where I was because he couldn't get to me because I can see through him. So if you see how you see what he's saying now, you see how he come out. See, so I don't know what he was trying to looking for, but he didn't get it because he knew exactly what he was looking for. But come clean, just come out clean, and then you will get what you want. And I don't like people try to research psychology and people. I don't like that.
That's why I didn't want Pastor to talk too much because you will not understand the context of where the other guy was coming. The guy was trying to get information so that he can use it.
But he cannot pay with ancestry. He cannot pay with our ancestry. And I can see through him. He don't even let I can see through him.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah, I can see through him.
I felt too. I felt like
why do you think we're nothing but spirit here, man? You can't play with us. Let him come out.
Hi guys.
Wait, before you go, I want to, before I cut it off, quickly, you wanted to say something. I think you had something in mind you wanted to ask. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, you called me up, so I don't know, to be honest. I'm here just to understand. When I said come clean, tell us this is part of our culture. We're not gonna blame you for it. You know what I mean? As you're not gonna blame me for being Muslim and I practice my ways, I respect your ways. Do it the way you want. If you come and be like, when you dance your dances or something, I don't criticize anything you do. So just come clean. That's what I mean. That's what I do.
Yeah, come clean.
We don't have that word, man. Come
Actually,
clean.
I didn't catch that thing, but now I've caught it.
We don't use the word come clean.
You just used it.
Somebody try to hide something, somebody try to lie about something. That's what you mean, come clean.
No, because look, when you see people like doing water in the field and all that stuff, you be like, "What is that? Just tell us what is that. We want to know where
We don't owe you that. We don't owe you that.
You see,
We don't owe you that. We don't owe you that. We don't owe you to explain nothing.
Let me just tell you,
one talk.
One at a time.
Hold on. You see the British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, yeah, the former Prime Minister of England, Rishi Sunak. When he got elected, the Prime Minister of England, yeah, he got elected the Prime Minister of England. When he went to that Downing Street number 10, which is the British equivalent of the White House, this man had candles on the front of the door, and then he was drinking water and spitting on the candles. You go look at it. He did some traditional Hindu things there. So, are you going to now start saying, asking him what is Rishi Sunak doing there? He's just doing what he's doing. That is where he's from. So, at the end of the day, you have no right to question anybody because we're also not questioning you guys when you are doing your sorcery there in Morocco. Nobody is coming there to start questioning what is Moroccans doing, what sorcery are you doing.
One at a time.
Questioning it because it's part
I
of
think
what
we're
happened in
becoming a little
Afghan.
bit emotional here, but I want to respond to Mr. Coakley a little
Yeah,
bit.
give him a chance. Yeah, go ahead, Kosa.
Mr. Coakley, mostly Muslim, but when it comes to generalizing, that's not a very good thing. You can't say come out as Africans and say we practice that thing. That is not a very good statement to air out. First of all,
Mess it up my language. Sorry about that, but I'm just saying.
the Senegalese, some of the players in Senegal are mostly Muslims. If you could
Most
say
of
like that.
most of them, I
Yeah,
respect that.
but then you can't come out and say this is our practice. No, that is not how it happened.
Your culture,
What actually
is
happened
it the right way to say it?
is what I'm trying to say is every culture, I mean every part of the land, like Mr. Maria said, they have their traditionalism, right?
Yeah.
There were no cameras showing that the Senegalese practiced any kind of witchcraft. But I don't know what got into the Moroccans. I don't want to say we're getting diverted to start and go and getting towels from the from
I
the
could
goal
say
of
as a Moroccan,
taking
they
them
are
out.
messed up for doing that. Yeah, I could say that.
That was a really, really bad picture. Because if you believe that Allah is above all witchcraft, why are you playing into games of a towel? Because a towel, let's say there's any African condition that it cannot change the outcome or qadar of Allah. Because if Allah says Senegal is going to win, Senegal is going to win with or without VooDoo, right?
Yeah, but your work count too. You need to work a little bit. A little, everything goes the way it should be. You know, you're not just gonna sit
And what I'm
and
trying to
watch.
say is you played into the hands.
Yeah.
Because you showed, because how can you say a towel is going to affect the results? A towel, if there's it cannot affect the result.
But that means that you don't believe in Allah, brother. That means you don't really believe in Allah. If you believe your Allah can do for you, why you
That is what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say is sometimes you have to play into the hands of the opponent. Because you believe Allah is above everything else. Don't just leave them, because if they have that, they cannot change anything.
Right.
Because if it comes to you, China would have had 10 World Cups, but they have never been qualified.
Can I say something?
Yes.
We believe the Chinese practice they was to follow everywhere.
Mm.
We get back to the person I said what you saying. Are you a Muslim, brother, or?
I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, and the question is, the thing is,
Make your point. Make your point. Make your point.
Let me just ask: is it something bad if you're a curious person to ask what is your practice you do, or what is your culture in the belief of the I didn't see the name. Sorry about that.
oh, my name is Kauthar. But what I'm trying to say is, because Allah is supreme above witchcraft, you didn't have to play into games of getting towels and taking them away. That is one thing I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I
I
totally
don't know
understand.
if it was mind games or if it was what,
Mm.
but the Senegalese, there was no evidence that there was any kind of witchcraft there. That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm against it too.
Wait. All right. All right. Let's give the ladies a chance. Let's give the ladies a chance, guys. Let's give
Yeah, give the lady up top.
Yeah.
Give up top. Awawa, 25. She want to say
Rara.
something.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm gonna let you guys finish your topic, your conversation before
okay.
I say something.
Okay,
So you guys
okay.
carry on.
All right. So you're gonna remember what you're gonna remember what you have to say, right? So hopefully,
Yeah.
all right. So I think Kausa, you wanted to finish, and
What I'm trying to say is, because there's a universal law that everyone has something that they believe in. Because at the end of the day, if life gets you down, you must have a force, a spiritual force that you believe in. Mr. Silas has grown into a tradition of following ancestry and tradition, right?
Yes.
That is what he knows. You cannot try to enforce.
But I was a Christian too. No, I was a Christian. I was an altar boy in Catholic church. I grew up in Catholic church.
Fine, if you're Catholic church and you change into other religions.
Because I find out, because I'm chosen. Yes, I'm chosen. And I find out it wasn't for me. I have to go in line with my ancestry pulled me. The universe pulled me where I belong.
When you say ancestors, what do you mean by
At the
that?
end of the day, when it comes
Sorry
to
to ask a question. When he says ancestors,
wait.
what does he mean by that?
Do you have an ancestry?
ancestry, it's a belief of ancestry.
Yeah, but my ancestors are dead. So what do you mean by ancestors?
What ancestor is believing in your
Sorry,
father?
you don't have a right to ask. You don't have.
One at a
You're
time.
talking about spirits
One at a
now.
time.
When you say ancestors, my ancestors
It is the same
spiritually.
thing because you're believing in somebody that
So how do
already
you
died.
know that you guys don't believe in voodoo? That's with voodoo. Because if you really are proper Christian or you're proper Muslim, let's not even speak about Muslim. Let's speak Muslim,
Let's
Christian.
get emotional. When
I'm not
Silas
emotional.
says he believes in his ancestry.
I'm not emotional. I'm just saying, yeah, as a Muslim or as a Christian.
One at a time. One at a time.
Can I finish, please? Can I finish?
Well, you interrupted. You interrupted
What
him.
I'm
So
saying is, yeah, then you can give me a reply.
yeah. But okay.
Go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a Muslim or as a Christian, from what I know, because I'm a Muslim, but I have Christian friends. I'm from the UK. I'm from London. I grew up around Christians.
What I thought was, yeah, as a Christian, you don't believe in ancestors because that leads back to spirits. And you're not really supposed to be in contact with spirits. You just believe in God and you walk with God. And if you're a Christian, you believe in Jesus and you walk with Jesus and the blood of Jesus. And if you're a Muslim, you believe in Allah and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you don't speak to spirits. That's what I thought. So what do you mean when you say ancestors? Thank you.
I was referring to Mr. Silas. When they say ancestors, he believes he has a lineage, and that lineage consists of his dead relatives. But he believes that in the spiritual world, but they act as a guide to him. Am I right, Silas?
Guys, let's get the lights up. Let's get the lights up.
He believes in his ancestors.
Okay, but that's not I'm so sorry, but that's not the correct way to, if you're a Muslim or a Christian, that's not, you shouldn't be believing.
No, I'm just trying to
Christian or Muslim.
One at a time. One at a time.
Can you listen to me when I speak? I said Muslim.
One at a time.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me answer that
Okay,
for
bro.
myself.
Yeah.
Well, 25, let me tell you something. When we were speaking, you wasn't here. I am not a Christian. I am not a Muslim. I'm an emperor. I'm spiritual. I'm a highly emperor. I'm a priest. Yes, emperor. I don't even call myself a priest. I'm an emperor. I'm a spiritual emperor. So I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim.
So you're spiritual. So that means where you come from, you guys, there's not just you, there's a group of people that have the same belief as you. Yes or no?
It's all over the world.
Exactly.
It's all over the world.
So you cannot say that sorcery comes from North Africa and it doesn't come from Senegal and this and that. There's a group of people that practice sorcery in every single country. Even in the UK, there is
One at a time. One at a time.
even in the UK, there's white people.
Okay.
In witchcraft, and they practice witchcraft. What I believe, let me finish my point and you can speak. What I believe, there is sorcery everywhere. I'm not gonna sit here and say there's no sorcery in Morocco because I'd be lying if I said that. I would be fucking lying. Excuse my language, but
No, don't use it again. You have one chance. All right. No. Okay, look. Don't say it and then excuse yourself, okay? Since we've been here, no, wait. Since we've been here, nobody have been cursing, so please don't introduce that to the conversation. All right.
Okay, I've basically finished my point, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And don't be rude too, because you have this underlying rudeness. Just be chill, okay?
Very emotional.
Let's not say that too. Let's not say that. But you can express yourself, but just, don't be too much. At least don't be disrespectful or rude. That's it. So who was gonna reply to her from what she said?
I was gonna reply.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now.
One minute, Yema. 1 minute.
Sister, sorcery study. Do your research. Sorcery, witchcraft stuff from Europe. They all come from Europe. We never practice witchcraft or sorcery. They all come from Europe. And research it. You're gonna find out that witchcraft is not coming from Africa. It's coming from Europe. Sorcery. And still practice today. We don't do that. Yes, we use voodoo. If you try to hurt me, I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna reverse it to you. Because I'm not gonna sit and let you tell me slap me from the other cheeks. That's what you got put in the Bible, so Jesus said. No, that's not true. Because you want to manipulate people. No, we're not gonna go for that. We as a spirituality, we're spirit. Our ancestry, they work with us, they taught us. Don't go and hurt people just because you feel like it. No. But if they try to harm you, you hurt them back because you don't do nothing wrong by defending yourself. That's what we believe, that's what we know, that's what it is. But we don't practice witchcraft, it's not from Africa.
Yeah.
It is not come from Africa. We need to defend ourselves. We need to help. We need to heal. We need to teach.
I never said it came from Africa. I said that it was sorcery is practiced in the UK as well. That what I'm trying to say.
That's where it came from.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is,
according to
wherever you go, you will find people that practice, people that are religious, people that are not religious. Do you get it? Like everywhere you go, there's always gonna be not just one group of people. There's multiple beliefs.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Yema.
Yeah.
Yema, you wanted to say something?
We're arguing about something that we already know.
We're not arguing. We just refer just to what you're saying. So make sure you know that I know, we know. We know that everything. We know who we are. We know where we came from. We know who our sister is. We know who the spirit is.
Yeah.
We know exactly who we are. So we know where we stand. So what we're trying to say, we're not arguing about something. We just explain it to you so you know we know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Yema, you wanted to say something? Yema?
Yes, no, it's the same as what Mr. Silas said. Yes.
Yeah, Silas, I have a question for you. You keep saying sorcery. Is that the same thing as have you ever heard of Harry Potter or Harry Potter?
Yes. It's a part of sorcery, yeah.
Okay, this is what you mean, the difference between voodoo and this is basically Harry Potter is basically the bad one. The one that is used to hurt other people.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
part of witchcraft.
Witchcraft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Kausa, you wanted to say something? Harry Potter, yeah.
What I was trying to say is for us to, in our text, like we say, the origin of witchcraft, what somebody will call voodoo, is actually from Babylon. The ancient city of Babylon is the origin of all kinds of witchcraft. Because you cannot practice something that is supernatural without being given authority to practice it. According to our religion, we believe that there were two angels who were sent down on earth, and those names were Harut and Marut. These angels came down and they taught people how to do magic. Why did they tell people how to do magic? Because it was a test from God. Because during those times there was a lot of too much magic moving around. People said, how are we going to get ourselves out of trouble? And then these two angels came as a trial in the ancient city of Babylon. But they said to the people who were in Babylon at the time, we are teaching you this magic, but let us tell you why we're teaching you this magic. It is a trial for you. Why? Because anyone who practices this magic has no portion in the hereafter, or what we call paradise. They taught this magic to the people, and the people learned how to separate a wife from a woman. That is why you see all 90% of magic is either trying to get someone's wife out of the marriage or trying to entice someone to love you more. Because people, the human beings, have been given that gift of love. So you might want something, but then you don't have it. You're going to use this magic to steal someone's wife. But then they told the people, we are going to teach you this magic, but if you learn this magic, no, you're going to have no portion in the hereafter. So I was trying to reply to Mr. Silas. The origin of magic, according to our text in Islam, it is not Europe, but it is from the ancient Babylon. And this magic was taught by the angels whose names are Harut and Marut. And then they said, but let me tell you one thing, and then the text goes further to say, even if you practice this magic and you are very good at it, it can have no effect unless God decides so. That is the exception. You might be the abbot when it comes to magic. You can be a Freemasonry, can have all the magic tricks. But as long as God has decided your magic is going to have no effect on someone you're going to cast upon it, it is not going to have an effect on them. Vice versa, same thing. You might have magic, and then God says somebody practices the magic, like you said, Mr. Superlife about Harry Potter. Someone can practice magic, and God says, okay, go ahead. And then it has effect. So when I'm rounding up, what I'm trying to say is magic is a real thing in Africa, not only in Africa, but everywhere. But the absolute exception is it is not going to have any effect on someone unless God decides that that magic is going to have effect on that person or the other. Ultimately, God is above all kinds of magic.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. Burr, you just
Mr. Silas, if you can do that research,
Burr.
you can go to Quran ayah, it's in Surah Al-Baqarah. I'm going to go make research and I put them in the thumbnails there.
But brother, I read the Quran. I have the.
Yeah,
I
the origin of magic was in
still have the. I still have the Quran in my house. Yes, I read it. Yes, I know exactly what you say. Yes, I read the Quran. Okay. So if you reject knowledge, you die dumb. So I don't reject knowledge. That's why I read books.
Yeah, that's why I tell you the origin of magic. I was just
I read the Bible. I read the Bible. I read the Quran. Yeah. So yeah.
The origin of magic. Yeah. That is why you see even all these Freemasonries. If you look at the way they build their towers, it is in form of the ancient towers that were in Babylon.
Yeah, absolutely.
My brother Costa, can I interrupt really quickly? I don't have much time.
Go ahead, Burr.
Speaking on the Freemasons that you spoke upon, as East Africans, you know, I know, I'm Ethiopian. You know they mirror their whole shit off us, right?
Okay, Burr. Burr. Language, Burr.
The Freemasons. The people that colonized the entire world. I mean, it's not just the Freemasons, right? There are multiple families. It's bloodlines, right? Just like you said.
Bloodlines, right.
Magic. Silas, I'm speaking to you as well. First off, as an Ethiopian, I know you guys used voodoo to get out of French colonialism. Do you know about the Frankists?
Frankists?
Do you know French was only spoken among the elite class of France? French. So you know about the Frankists?
Yeah. I mean,
do you know about the Khazarian Empire?
It's a game. It's a game.
Okay, right. So you know about the Khazarian Empire?
Not too much about that.
Please, my brother, do me a favor. From now on, when people like your voodoo is your voodoo because it's your way of life. All I'm saying is do not impede upon others, even if it's Christianity. You have religious trauma brought upon you by the same people. The Frankists, the Khazarians, the Roman Empire, they're all the same.
Let me stop you right here. Let's stop you right there. First of all, we don't do that. There's something we don't do. We don't expose anything. We don't do that. Take that back. Take it back. You know the conversations? Do not come over here. First of all, I know the story of Ethiopia. I can tell you, you guys don't know your history. I know.
That's what I'm saying. Let's not have grandiose. Let's not have a grandiose. Let's chill our ego.
One at a time.
This is why we're divided, because we can't respect others' beliefs. You just came in swinging. I respect
What?
but you, this whole place was supposed to be about discussing. I want to learn, my brother.
Expose it to somebody.
But my brother, let's not impose our opinions upon others. Let's not say I know more than you. I am the grand. You call our grand priest.
Who says that?
My brother, come on now.
Who says you know? First of all, I have Ethiopian come to me to do voodoo for them.
All my great grandmothers did this shit too, but it's not voodoo. It is an ancient. Like we have.
That's what I'm saying. It's a way of life.
But my brother. Like, do you know about Daptara? You know about Daptara?
You give it another name, sister.
No, it's not. It's not another name.
Okay,
it's not another. Just like the Ugandan brother was trying to tell you, like voodoo is an occult practice of a specific Benin, Togo, those places. Like I grew up, around these type of people. So what I'm trying to say here is that everywhere
you know very well that when it comes to East African voodoo, Tanzania takes the crown, right?
My point here is that all indigenous cultures were meant to be preserved by the indigenous handlers of that occult practice.
Okay.
We are all of us are arguing Muslim, Christian, this, that, and the third, because the 1%, a bloodline that hates all of humanity, is using all occult practices to harm us. I don't even think occult practices, I don't think it's good or bad. It depends on you and who you are, your own. But if you impede upon another person's destiny, that is the problem. And that is where we are right now. The point is to discuss our culture, not to demonize, uplift, or denounce others. That's all.
No, there is nobody who demonizes that. And nobody denies anybody's culture. But we know the truth. We talk about reality here. We know the truth, and we know where Christianity came from. We know where Muslim came from. We know all this other stuff where they came from. But we're not gonna, we don't disobey nobody. We don't force nobody to be spiritual. We don't force you because spirituality is a way of life. It's a way the creator created. It's the way it's gonna remain. That's why today they're shaking because they're losing grip. And Christianity losing grip. They all know they're losing because the time is here.
So, okay, can I interject something really quickly? Can I ask you a question? So really fast, really fast. So when you say Christianity, we know where Christianity came from. I mean, a lot of people think that all Christianity was forced upon others. No, it was not.
No,
it was not.
I know that.
Okay, that's all. That's all. That's it. That's all I wanted to get.
Trust me, I know, sister. Not Ethiopia.
Okay, that's it.
As a matter of fact, the Europeans steal Christianity from Ethiopia because from Ethiopia because Ethiopia, the Christianity in Ethiopia was good Christian. It was good Christianity. It wasn't not the European Christianity. They come and they turn it around. They bleach it. They call it.
You know, they tried to force us to convert to in the 4th century. You know, some our king had to lie and say he was Catholic, but we still kept our own faith.
I know that. I know that, sis. I know that. Listen, let me tell you the story that I know. Trust me. I studied Ethiopia. Ethiopia is what you call the New Jerusalem, and the Bible speak about it. They try to deny it. I know. I know the true Israel is Ethiopia, and the covenant is in Ethiopia.
You know they're genociding our people, right? I just want you to spread the word. I'm just coming to these spaces to tell them what they're doing to our people.
I know that. Guess what? Well, how you think they bleach all the image? Look at all those things. They stole everything. They told
even the Nazi symbol. You saw the Nazi symbol? Yeah, they reversed that.
Yes, I know.
They're destiny swapping our Black history.
You know
the Moors. It's so deep. It's from even your bloodline. You didn't just randomly get sent on that.
No.
They
sister, I got some ancestry, right? They look like Indians. They look like the Ethiopians look like the Indians. I got some ancestry. They're appearing in front of me. They look just like Indian Ethiopians. So I know who I am. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I know the truth. So don't think I'm against it. Trust me, some of the Ethiopian people that I love the most because I know the true creation of Christianity, the real Christianity.
They tried to make these occult practices like witchcraft.
Yes.
You know how we used to have specific days every single day of the week for a certain angel and stuff like that. They try to say it's witchcraft, but no, that's how you got your independence. That's how we got our independence.
Sister, that's the way that's our way of life. God created that way. This is what it's supposed to be.
You know, Orthodoxy is not technically a religion; it's a way of life too.
It's not.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
I know that. It's not a religion. No, it's not.
Even Putin is Orthodox. That's why he's not afraid of these demons.
Orthodox is not. It's not religion. Orthodox is not religion. It's a way of life. You respect the stars, the moon. You acknowledge the moon, and the degree of the moon. You respect the planets. You study the sun.
That's why I respect VooDoo as well because it is very similar. But don't let them demonize you. Do you understand? That's all I'm saying.
That's what we talk about, sister. You wasn't there, but you on the same page. On the same page because I know. I know. So since we're in the life, it's so much we can. As a matter of fact, you know what? You need to connect with me. I'm gonna share with me so I can follow you. You follow me. You're gonna see how we get the same practice, the same belief.
We all Black people need to stick together right now. They're trying to colonize all of us, which is why we cannot be divided upon religion, Muslim, Brahmin, No, humans. You gotta be number. They? Who's they? Who's they? Who asked who's they?
The religion.
You don't think humanity?
Awesome, right? Thank you, Rufet Ben. You're gonna come up. That's priority right there. Okay, wait, guys.
We're on the same page. And yeah, I'm well aware. I'm aware of the whole story of Ethiopia. That's why Ethiopia never colonized. That's why he should never colonize. And we tell
colonization. Tell them colonization is not about money. They like to make fun of Haitians and say, "Oh, why y'all poor? Why y'all that?" They're not colonized in the mind. Hello. No. It's everything is in the mind. Right now, they're at war with all of us. Everybody's unnerved, right? Yeah. Nuclear, blah 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 blah. It is fear. It is fear. These archons be feed off of fear like food. But that's all.
All right.
But we have to stand up to know who we are. Listen, we no longer, the charcoal is not in our hand anymore. Now it's trying to put it in our mind. It's time for it to let go. We need to go back to basic who we are. One teach one tell another. No, I can go to total get touch. I can pray the same way they pray, the same way if I practice my religion, my spirituality, it's the same exact thing. We play the drum, we play the cymbal, we play the whatever you can call it. The same thing we worship our God. The God of Ethiopia, that's what we call it. The God of Ethiopia, the God of Abraham and Jacob. That's what we call it.
Also, they probably don't. I know you know. They probably don't know that Ethiopia means black. I don't want to make this whole discussion about Ethiopia. I really would have discussed VooDoo, but I just wanted to interject because I think that was the scuffle that you and the other man had. Because I think both of you guys were right. I just think you were just misunderstanding each other, which is why we cannot let anger intercede.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because
I love you all. Mwah. That's all.
yeah. All right, bruh. All right. That's the thing, guys. Like, it's a discussion that it after, even if we have different opinions or different way of seeing things, that doesn't mean that we should separate. Doesn't mean that, you know, you guys are not friends. You can be friends, and you don't have the same opinions about a lot of things, but still there are some things that you can agree with. So we have a new person, Ben. I would say Ben. What's up, Ben?
Yeah, man. Greetings to everyone.
How you?
I was hearing the sister from Ethiopia speaking just now.
Yeah.
And I hear the brother responding in kind. The impression I get from her is that, no, let me put it this way. There is a hidden history pertaining to the relationship between Ethiopia and the rest of, put it this way. When one speak of Ethiopia, I would first ask the sister, what family in Ethiopia? I'm not going to use the word tribe, but I really mean tribe.
I'm every tribe. I'm every tribe. I swear to God. I'm literally the most mixed human being you ever meet. And the fact that you began, I saw what you were writing in the comments. The fact that you began.
No, wait, give him a chance.
You know, my people are being genocided. You came in with tribal stuff. This is why.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
I can disagree with you and still listen to you and let you have your way. Let me speak.
True. Let him speak. Go ahead, Ben.
Let me say this, brother. I'm in Jamaica, and an Eritrean sister came in, I allow her in my house, and I'm showing her the Tiv tribe who belong to my haplogroup E1B1A in Nigeria. And I said, I see similarity between the Tiv musical instrument and the instrument that the Amhara and Tigray people use and things like that. She said to me, my people are better than those people. We have high culture. I said, hold on. You are talking down against the Tiv people. I said, you forget where my direct ancestry come from? West Africa. I said, she said, you ever go to Europe and see what Nigerians do in Switzerland, in Sweden and these places and drugs? I said, sister, if aren't you having tribal conflict amongst your own kindred in Eritrea and Ethiopia? So what is your point? I said, those Nigerians that go to Europe and might engage in drugs, I said, that's not their culture. Colonization brought that thing in. And I said, you need to stop that crap. And then she told me, she said to me, she met with a priest when I Selassie visited Jamaica. He sent a priest, Abba Yitzchak, Abuna Abba Yitzchak, to teach Jamaican Rastas Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity. She said to me, she met with one of the priests that came from Ethiopia, and the priest told her, what are you doing here? These people are not our people. They're not like us. I said, you telling me? I said, what are you doing in my house? I said, get out. Because I am those people. And West Africa I come from. So, from that day on, I began to study Ethiopia differently. And what I realized is this, and let me say this in case a lot of us don't know. If you're speaking about Oromo, Amhara, Tigray people, when you look genetically at these people, they carry, the studies are there, you can look it up, they carry up to 50% Euro-Asian DNA, paternally and maternally. And when Christianity came into Ethiopia, it was brought in by the Greeks, and they forced that upon, I'm talking about the Azani and all of them people. I'm talking about Menelik and all of them people. The more indigenous tribe that was in the Gamo region, that was in the southern region where you find those.
I'm a southern region. See, I know. Can I interject since you're speaking about my people?
Let him.
You're
Let him.
yelling, my brother, and you interjected me.
No,
Let him finish.
You're
Let him
not gonna
finish.
cut me off. See? And when you go in the south, when you look at the Anwa people who are a mixture of like having
My literal people.
South Sudanese DNA, you have some you have Ari people in Ari people. So Ari people carry E1B1A, subgroup of E1B1A. Those people said that the Amhara, they forced that Christianity upon them and enslaved them and took their land and subdued them and mistreat them even to this day. So what I'm saying is, if you're gonna talk about Ethiopia, you gotta bring out all of this in order to reconcile the truth.
If you would let me speak and you wouldn't yell over me, I would love to.
Speak, let me finish. Then you speak.
Test the spirits, you've been tested. Look at your anger. Just division.
Go ahead and speak, sister. I'm not angry. I just.
As somebody from mixed, I'm a mixed tribe person, right? As somebody that had to change their name to assimilate to certain society.
Something.
Okay.
He's a Jamaican. He's a Jamaican. That's how Jamaicans speak. That's how we speak.
Yeah,
we speak loud. It's not with angry.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that.
Sure.
This is not anger.
Sure.
It's just the way we speak. Okay.
Sure. Thank you for.
The same passion, I'm deemed as angry.
No, guys.
That's
Wait. Okay, wait. So, wait. Sorry, What? Finish what you're saying, and I want to say something.
Okay.
No, Burr. Hold on, Burr.
My
Wait. Hold on, guys. You have to understand. In the Caribbean, Jamaicans, is not angry. He's not angry. He's just passionate, and they tend to speak louder. So some people might take it as.
too. Am I not allowed to be passionate?
Course-
Just because I'm not Caribbean.
Of course you are.
That's interesting.
What? Wait, what is she saying? What? Come on.
Speaking of the same passion. Sorry, Bert, to cut you off. I agree with everything you're saying. I just want to say one thing. When
What?
I was speaking with the same passion, I was muted, I was put down. People were saying I'm being angry, emotional. But he's speaking with the same passion. I'm not saying he's angry at all. He's being passionate. But when he does it, it's okay. But when I do it, I'm not allowed to speak. Is that
Okay.
from Morocco?
Okay. All 25. Are you a kid? Let's be honest. No. Let's no. You're not being honest. Because you curse. I said you are the first one to curse.
I cursed. Because I've been on this live before and I haven't cursed. And I was treated the same.
Okay, listen. We're not talking about before. Listen. Hold on, guys. Everybody, wait. Look. Now you're trying to make this about you. It's not about you at this point. It's about the topic. But first thing first, you were.
said it was about me.
Okay, wait.
Why are you trying to rage bait me?
All right. You are off because right now you just chill. Again, you were the first one to curse. No, hold on, bro. You are the first one to curse, and I told you not to do it, but because of I mute you because you curse, now you want to talk about then it's best you're not really ready for this conversation, or take a breather and come back again. Burr, what did you wanted to say?
The point I was trying to make was
Yeah.
this whole discussion was about discussing voodoo, right?
Yeah.
And how we all have ancestral practices that are tied into the occult. My whole message is that we shouldn't allow the divide and conquer of the Europeans. My brother from Jamaica just intercepted with knowledge that he may not have known. But long story short, I hate to break it to you, but the 1% of every country is corrupted and a part of this elite cult, right? That benefits all races except the global south. So when you had mentioned different tribes and stuff, did your Eritrean friend tell you that Isaias, the leader that she thinks is probably the Holy Grail, did she tell you he was CIA? I'm not asking you to answer right now. I'm just asking you a rhetorical question to you, for you to hold that in your brain. Anytime you find a divisive power, even if they're black too, you have to ask yourself, why are they dividing us? What is their motive? My whole point was to stick together in terms of humanity, not to impose my belief onto yours, because that is what colonialism is. This is also a form of colonialism. You finding out some information and yelling at me because you think I'm a perceived class. Like, of course there was classism. There's caste systems everywhere, and that's not right. You don't know what family I belong to. You don't know how many generations of fighting inequality I come from. So when you throw this umbrella, you're doing what the colonizers they taught you how to think. English itself is a curse. I mean, this is so deep. So as soon as you ask to yourself, am I coming at this person? I'm not asking you to agree with you. I'm not asking you to praise my culture. I'm not asking you anything. Of course, there's problems with any sort of power. All power corrupts. However, like our brother Salas was mentioning, the New Jerusalem, do you know what Lalibella's story was thousands of years ago? Like literally before Europe even got Christianity. His whole point was to have a peaceful place. And he was being poisoned by his own brother and sister because he just wanted a kingdom for peace for people that are not controlled by power and control. All religions have been hijacked for power and control. It is up to you to connect with God. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. But you just attacked me for my being, which is I'm trying to tell you that in and of itself. Like ask yourself why you're so angry. Test the spirits. That's all.
Ben, you want to respond?
Yes, because she think I was angry. See how calm and nice and peaceful me is, me nice, me not angry. See? So now, here's my thing. Here's what I said to your sister. I connect with my brethren from Kenya. He belonged to the Luya people. And I found out that 10% of my DNA is Luya too in Jamaica. A lot of African American carry too. And he gave the oral history of his tribe. And the oral history of his tribe pointed out how the Tigray, Amhara people, those who connected to Judith, Azani and all of them, attacked it. He said that their people was once in Aksum and they were kicked out, enslaved, and other things, and were forced into Kenya and Uganda. Why I'm bringing these things up? Because these things aren't talked about. But these history need to be talked about. Because to paint the picture, you talk about Lalibela and all, that is your words.
But that's the history. That was 1,000 years ago. We did not participate in slavery. You're creating facts, though. I can't listen to you distorting facts.
I interrupt you because I don't take what you say as facts. And I didn't interrupt you. I don't agree with you, but I didn't interrupt you. If I don't agree with you, I don't have to interrupt you. Stand on what you stand on. I stand on what I'm standing on. It don't mean we have to yell at each other.
But Hollywood is a known thing. You said that's I made that up. That's a known historical travel UNESCO World Heritage.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
I didn't make that up.
Can I finish what? It's not a known thing for me. It's not a known thing for the Luya elders in Kenya, who have a whole nother spin on the thing. For instance, when they said Azania and them, when they conquered Kush with Mero, Sudan, and those areas, right? There were people that was misplaced, and their identity was usurped, and the identity of Kuth or Kush was appropriate to modern Ethiopia and
Yema.
Ethiopia and the original South Sudanese who that title and those lands belong.
People are leaving because you're making this about Ethiopia when this is about voodoo.
That's not the reason. That's not the reason why people are leaving. No, don't hold on. Burr, focus, Burr. All right. Yema, I think Yema is going to sleep. It's people. Some people have to work. It's past 12. You know, some people have to have an early morning. So I think Yema. Yeah, sure. I think that's the ideal one.
In my studies as it relates to voodoo, I study a lot.
This is disturbing. Oh, it's disturbing now? Oh.
You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Ben. About the voodoo.
Yeah. I study Ifa. I practice Ifa, but I know that there's strong correlation or similarity between Ifa and voodoo, right? And I also look at the Ewe, the Ewe tradition, the Ewe tribe in Togo, Ghana, some in Nigeria. They have a voodoo tradition as well. And one of the things I look at is when I look at the word voodoo, I look at the word itself, the Odu inside of the word. The word Odu amongst the Yoruba implies the codes of the universe, be it laws, principles, system, methods. If you go in amongst the Igbo, they would say Etu. If you come to Jamaica, we use the term Atu, which is a distortion of the Igbo retention, Etu, and it means systems, ways, wisdom, science, all of that. Saying that to say voodoo at its core is science. These are codes, these are laws and principles that the practitioner They know the particular frequency and the drumming patterns and all the other components that goes with this, right? It's a real thing. When you go into the Chinese, they call it the Tao, which is nothing but an inverted form of Odu, or the Tao, the underlying principles of the universe. The issue is, what is the intention behind it? What's the purpose behind it? Because you can use it to protect, to heal, but you can use it to destroy. So it's a real thing, but the intention needs to be pure. But at the same time, watch this. What we see as modern science, or the science that give rise to nuclear BOMB, or the mushroom cloud, if you know what I'm talking about, all that is voodoo. It's science. But again, what are they using it for? Telecommunication, radio waves, all these things, what are they using it for? It's destructive. They use it to invade, to intimidate, to take your land and resources. So it is for us who come from these traditions, the voodoo, the Ifa tradition, to upgrade these systems in such a way in which we can use it to protect our sovereignty on this planet. European masters the sciences in order to invade, colonize, expropriate, exploit. We have to upgrade our science to cope with the time and what is required.
Brother Warfare, well said, well said, well said, well said. So I have nothing to say. I'm just, you absolutely right, because see, that's what I don't want to explain those things to people who stuck in religion. They don't understand that voodoo is science. Voodoo is a part of the universe itself. The universe itself. Everything, you can take the leaves, you can take the bark from a tree, you can cure people, and you can build people, you can destroy people with it. And everywhere there is good and bad. You got darkness, you got light. So which one you for? And then you're absolutely right. So that's it. Well said.
You know when Ibrahim went to Russia. Notice what he said to Russia. Watch how Ibrahim operated. When he went to Russia, he went to one of their missile-making factories. And he realized that one of their most potent missiles was the components of it derived from a particular tree. He was shocked. And so when he spoke to Putin, notice Ibrahim, he doesn't degrade the traditional culture. The traditional system that would be consubstantial to voodoo. He elevated in status. He elevated the traditional medicine system. But what he did, he elevated for them to upgrade and integrate it with the other forms in terms of what they're doing from a military perspective and a medical perspective to protect the sovereignty of AES, right? So when he spoke to Putin, when he went for that military celebration, what was he engaging Putin about? He was engaging Putin about an exchange of intellectual property. So his people can have access to the aspect of the sciences that we are not tapping into. In terms
we have it, brother. We have it. We just haven't.
We have it. Yes, we have it. But in terms of going deeper and bringing out the materialization of what we already know in the spiritual realm, the materialization of certain aspect of it. So he was engaging with Putin to have his people, his youth, and military personnel have access to that intellectual property. And so when I speak of upgrade, that's what I'm talking about. We have it, but there are some components that the European have mastered. If we're talking about news, they mastered that. Aerodynamics, they mastered certain components. It's not that we don't have it, but he's not afraid to learn these things. And I'm not being political. Well, let me say I'm being political because you have to deal with all these aspects of our socialization. You have to deal with it.
Well, you have to deal with political, you have to deal with science, you have to deal with a lot of stuff, which is all organic to voodoo. They're all the organic part of voodoo. And there's no people about it. And you're absolutely right.
All right, put it this way. There is the guy who pioneered the microprocessor that runs the cell phones, that the touchpad that we use on these phones and all. His name is Federico Fagin. He's an Italian. And he had an epiphany that caused him to question modern science. And he said this: consciousness is the foundation. He said, how can you say non-life, like biogenesis, abiogenesis, give birth to consciousness or material life? He said that doesn't make sense. He said consciousness give birth to material existence.
Absolutely.
And when I listened to him, I said, hold on.
Absolutely.
But isn't that what VooDoo teach?
That's
Isn't
VooDoo.
that what Ifa teach?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
teach.
Absolutely. What if I told you we all agree on this?
No,
because back to my point, they're using it on us. They studied our occult practices because if you even look into the formation of NASA itself, you know, Jack Parsons was using Aleister Crowley back magic, but that goes back to Kemet, that goes back to Ma'at, that goes back to like even so far back. But like you said, my brother, like all our indigenous practices are being combined and used into one. But all I'm saying is, my only point in all of this is let's not demonize anyone's belief. That's it. That's it. Because all of our indigenous cultures, occult practices have been compromised against us. So all I'm saying is if we know Hillary and VooDoo is going and doing VooDoo and they're going to Gilgamesh and looking, I mean, if you look at New York, they're taking pyramids not even like a whole 200 years ago. And they haven't. They took it from Egypt. I mean, so my whole thing is that why are we so focused on trying to convince one person to be another faith instead of why aren't we just fighting all of us in our own way against the 1%? That's just my question.
Well,
But those who join that, those who, let me put it that way. Those who join the enemy need to woke up. That's what I'm saying. As the brother said, the one who joins the enemy woke up. Take the chain out of your mind. And then just free yourself so we can come together as one body, one spiritual women. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. When are we going to stop getting political? Because this is not political. This is not at the congressional level. This is not at the Senate
It's
level.
not personal either. We're talking about in general. We have to come together to fight the body who destroy our mind, our spiritual, our ancestry. We need to fight them.
When are we going to stop talking like it's Congress and Senate and Tinubu and Manam? Like, when are we going to actually call it what it is, which is spiritual mind control? I studied psychology. This is not a joke. This is science, like you said.
But you see, I go into everybody have an angle on the subject. And one of the things I love to study is genetics. I'm an herbalist, I'm a nutritionist, etc. And one of the things I do know is that genes affect behavior. And in this warfare that we're dealing with, some of us have genes that were programmed thousands of years ago that cause us. Let me finish. I'm not warring with you. I said what I need to say from Jump Street. No,
I was agreeing with you. I was just agreeing with you.
But I don't like to be interrupted.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm tapping into a space, and if you interrupt, I'm not speaking like I have to go into a space to bring this out. Put this in way. If you cut me off, I forget everything.
I know what you just talked there. I'm on point.
So I begin to study genetics, and as much as you hear me come out and I say, okay, Ethiopia and certain tribes did this, I am the same person who's going to say, Igbo, Yoruba, Akan, come to the front of the class. You are guilty of doing this too. As much as you're my direct bloodline, you did this too. So essentially what I'm doing, I'm calling everybody into judgment, including my own ancestors. We all did some effed up. Without blaming the Europeans, we have to look within where we went wrong. That's one. But let me go back at genetics now, right? One of the things we're not aware of, the Europeans are carrying certain what you would call, there's a term for it, certain germs, certain allele in their biology that they inherited from archaic beings that contribute to that that makes them have high level of depression, high level of dopamine, and that high level of dopamine cause them to what? Operate without boundaries or respect for no one, not even nature. We must come to that understanding that there's something built into their biology. But watch this. Part of that something, it's said that it was engineered in ancient Kemet. And it's not pointing to Caucasian who did it, it's pointing to black people who did it. And let me tell you what that something is. It is called toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasmosis, it says, came from the domestication of the wild cat. And with the domestication or the engineering of the wild cat to the modern cat that we have today, that modern cat gut is the incubation point for what is called the toxoplasma parasite. Now, the toxoplasma, they said, was developed in Kemet to do what? When they domesticate the cat, once the cat defecates, the toxoplasma emit a pheromone that attracts the rat, and the rat then no longer, and then it goes to the rat amygdala, and the rat no longer see the cat as an enemy, and then the cat can come and eat it.
Thank you.
But that was done to protect the grains and stuff they were domesticating and cultivating in Kemet, right? But the fallout of that, once humans get infected with toxoplasmosis, it turns off your ability to discern, to detect right and wrong, to determine who is your enemy and who is not your enemy. But what I realize is that very parasite, their germ from that parasite that was engrafted into the human genome, and it particularly affects Euro-Asian people more than other indigenous people. And I'm bringing these things out because it's only a few people touch upon this, but we have to look at this because, for instance, in Dimona, Israel to this day, you have the African Hebrew Israelite community. They have extension in Kenya, they have extension in Ghana, and they do great works for black people on the continent. But guess what? There is something I observed. They started serving in the Israeli military. They started compromising a lot. And then I said, hold on. Let me see how many cats that is in the city of Dimona where the community concentrate. I've been there, and I begin to remember that the entire Dimona is saturated with cat. That's biological warfare. Because once they now begin to interact with these cats and their feces or whatever form, it makes them susceptible to toxoplasmosis infection. And once it gets into them, they no longer see the Israeli as their enemies. The same people who poisoned their crops when they just moved to Israel. The same people who gave depravera to the Ethiopian Jews when they got there. So now the revolutionary fire that they have, it has been compromised. And I'm using this to say that this germ warfare vector, plasmo, and the germ from it, it has been used against all of Africa, and we're not aware of this. So I'm bringing this to our awareness. You can go on YouTube and type in Dr. Sirius B, and he lecture extensively on this. You can also, even Elon Musk, quote unquote, Elon Musk talks about it. But these things affect us. So this is the angle from which I approach certain things, and I'm just adding that to the conversation.
Thank you for adding that. Thank you for adding that. But there's someone, thank you, Ben. There's someone who's been waiting here for a while, JY Fashion.
Yes, brother.
How you doing? Evening. Good evening. What do you have to add to the topic, or what's in your mind?
Yes, I was in the live earlier, but I was there yesterday.
Yeah, I remember.
We talk about all of these things.
I remember you.
Between Senegal and Morocco, VooDoo here, VooDoo there. And I'm just listening to you guys. I don't have time today, but I've been listening to a little bit of it. I feel like people wasting so much time in Africa worrying about VooDoo, which is something is nothing. Does some people want to do evil things to people and using it? In Africa, when the other countries out there try to see how they can develop,
And we have all the resources over there. We have the gold, the gas, whatever you can name it is in Africa. Everybody running to Africa to grab and take it to their country. We over here worry about who better than this one, who better than that one. It just make me sick to my stomach. I feel like we can do better, so much better as a continent of Africa. We have so much we can do, but we have no topic to talk about. We don't have nothing to talk about but voodoo and who's the light skin better than the dark skin better than the light skin. What the rest, the it just doesn't make no sense. For God's sake, can we just say have something else in our mind? Then then worry about ain't nobody better than nobody. We all come from Adam, like it or not. God the one who create. He created how he wanted, but we all come from Adam. Some of y'all are Muslim, some of y'all are Christian. I feel like for us to sit here talk about voodoo, and we have one and only Almighty Allah, the one who create, the one who make everything happen, even this voodoo thing. Before people voodoo you, Allah have to participate in, because that is something Allah make in your life. You're gonna go through something, it might gonna come from this. But this jinn and thing, they can do nothing to nobody beside Allah will. So that's all I have to say. It just doesn't make no sense. Since yesterday, people talk about Senegal voodoo, Morocco voodoo, and now everybody just talk about voodoo. It's like you're promoting something. It's not right. Something evil. You're promoting it right now. Doesn't make no sense to me. I'm sorry, but that's all I have to say.
Okay.
First of all, sister, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you came from. But what you're not gonna do, there's nobody angry here. But if you speak about something you don't know, just don't say nothing. You say voodoo is not right.
My brother, I'm not coming here to argue with you. I don't know.
Sister, he never interrupted you, sister. So let him speak.
Exactly.
He can speak because I'm not here for that. So
I did not interrupt you when you were talking. I did not interrupt you when you were talking. You don't interrupt me.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna sit here thinking that we are a bunch of ignorant in that panel right here. Like we don't know any better. That's what you say, pretty much.
And
we know better. Yeah. We know who we are. We know what's right. We know what's wrong. So obviously, you're the one who's lost.
Sure.
Research yourself, find out who you are. Then you come back and speak to us about voodoo. Okay? That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, because the thing is, we're talking about this for. I mean, should we just basically not talk about it now because she disagree? I mean, is that what it is? It's like
I think voodoo help patients out of colonization. I want to learn,
yeah, exactly, and
own opinions impede upon others.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not do that.
Sister from Ethiopia, watch this. Despite all the admixtures we went through.
Okay, Ben, I do understand you want to talk about. Okay, stick to voodoo. Okay, yeah.
So, despite all we went through. Our systems are all connected. So the sister come up now and basically she labeled voodoo as evil.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Who told us it was such? Who told us that? Where'd she get that from? And that's
can I say the certain empires, Ottoman Empire, the same Khazarian Empire I was trying to tell Silas before. A lot of people don't know that we are under control by the Khazarians, all of us.
Absolutely.
Right. And the same people that hijacked the Catholic religion, Nicene Creed after 300 years. I mean, like every single faith, even voodoo is being, even people that are high practitioners of voodoo are selling all their secrets and power and knowledge to the U.S. government.
They hijack it now too.
Bruh, piss me off. It's not even my faith, but like.
That's right.
It's time for us to know this is our universal secret. This is who we are. We can sell it to the enemy. If we sell it to the enemy, we will get them to fight against. If we don't take voodoo from us, we get nothing. We're vulnerable. This is our way, and that's what they try to do. The Europeans try to practice voodoo right now. They try to practice voodoo. They try to learn it. They try to initiate as a high priest of voodoo.
All right. Hey, brother, look at this. For those who follow the Bible and want to think that voodoo is somehow disconnected.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Narissa. Thank you, Narissa. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Ben. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. When you look at the word law, it is a cognate to the Hebrew, the biblical Hebrew, Eloheh. Yeah. If you take out the L of Eloheh, you get law. No, Noah. Elohim. Yeah. Elohim is the root word for Elohim. The E makes it plural. Yeah. So if you look at the law, and the what? And Elohim, it's a cognate. And the law, these are selected consciousness. These are selected consciousness. Yep. So in Yoruba, if you go into Yoruba, the law would be referred to as Orisha. Ori is not just head. No. Orisha means selected consciousness. It could be the select consciousness of engineering, the select consciousness of math, the select consciousness of agriculture. Yep. Baba Olu Aye, which sounds like Elijah. Yes. Select consciousness of healing and sickness. Mm-hmm. So how are you going to classify voodoo?
My brother, as you were speaking about Elohe, right? What if I told you that my great-grandmother used that prayer every day? In her those specific words, and she's Christian. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, sister.
That's what I'm saying.
Sister,
I swear to God. I swear to God.
That's what I put. That's how I put. Let me say. You know what? My ancestry come to me and tell me how to pray every day. I don't sit down and pray like this. I say, hey, my prayer. Elohim, Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai.
Wow.
Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai. That's my prayer. I'm taught to pray. So that's what the brother said. They just don't know. We are the true original. They call it voodoo.
It's cellular DNA. It's in your
yes. El Shaddai. So that's what we say. But you don't have to explain nothing to these people because they're not gonna understand anyway. They don't know. And you just sit here telling me voodoo's bad. What you know about voodoo when you call it bad? Study, learn. Go to our school.
Because these same people don't realize that in every culture there are practices that at the end of the day, all practices were taught by the same, you said it earlier. So why are we demonizing one? Because and that's the hypocrisy that I find in a lot of like Western Christians and Western, not even just Western, I would say most organized religions, even some people, even in my own faith, they like to demonize others for practice without even internally understanding what all faiths stem from. Exactly. Freeing yourself from mind control, connecting with God. I mean, like, it's the essential for all. But who are we to judge? We are not supposed to judge anybody under everyone's faith. But if you are told by your religious leader to go and do a jihad or go and do a crusade, that's what you have to ask yourself. If you have to kill another human being, impede upon their right, is that really what Allah or God or whoever, is that really what a supreme being would want? For you to kill another human being? And that is where the same Khazarians come in. All these movements, all colonizations, all from the same people that studied us. They studied all African countries for 500 years before they came in. And then they took over the whole world. Because once you can conquer Africa, you can conquer the whole world.
The whole world. Yep. So the thing is that, I'm going to use that word. I like to use it.
Wait,
what will it mean? Mm-hmm. For those ignorant, for the ignorance. Because anything you don't know, you're ignorant, right? I'm not taking it as a bad way. Ignorance is not a bad word.
It's not, yeah.
Anything you don't know, that's ignorant. So for those who are ignorant about voodoo, then you can research and then find out what voodoo really is.
And if they want to talk about blood sacrifice, I mean, go into the book of Leviticus. Yeah, you want to say voodoo have animal sacrifice? It's all in the Bible too, right? And there's levels to that because you can do things without sacrificing an animal. You don't have to do that, right? Secondly, as the sister made the correlation in her language, there is a brother known as Asari Motet, an African American brother, and he was studying. He put together some information that he got from a number of African authors. He was looking at the various tribal terms for God in Africa. And what he found out is that a lot of these various terms have letters that are interchangeable, but overall it's the same concept. It's one root. So, for instance, he said when you look at the Hebrew El, he said it's a cognate to the Yoruba Ele, Elo, Elodumari, or Olodumari. He said the L is interchangeable with an N. So when you go amongst other, like Fulani, you will get Jinu. He said the K or the G is the prefix, but the consonant is the N or the L. So he said when you go to Southern Africa, you will find Unkulu, the Ulu, the L in the middle, that's the consonant. He said you go into Arabic, you get Allah. Right? He said it's the same concept, it's just letter interchangeability. But when you get to the core root definition, it's all the same, which means El, Ari, Eli, Onu, Anu, Unkulukulu. It's all the same concept. It's originally African, right? And so, which means that Allah in Islam is an African idea. It's not Euro-Asian.
Don't forget when you say Oshun. What's it Oshun? Oshun is the same exact thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you go into Yoruba, you have the Olua, or you have Olua, which is cognate to the Hebrew Elohim. And Olua is dealing with a Lord, ruler, one who yoke and control and administer. So, but if we look at these words from a European language, we're going to say, oh, those are different languages. No. African language is not just about, it's not focused per se on grammar and syntax. Our languages are light code refraction. It's the aggregate knowledge of the universe. Our language and words they can define reality. Somebody put in the chat Yahweh. Yahweh. When you break it down in Hebrew and where the word comes from, the Y is a prefix and it represents, like in Akan, Enyasa, wisdom. Wisdom in Hebrew means what give form to things, purpose to things, quantify and qualify. The Hawa in Yahweh means to manifest, to bring into existence. So you know, in Congo, the cognate for that in Congo is Wayawa. And you know who made me aware of this? His name is Bunseki Fukai. He's an Nganga, a high-level initiate from Congo, but also a highly educated man in Western science as well. And he wrote the book Bantu Cosmology, right? And in that book, he explained that the entrance point for life, the vast, immeasurable entrance point for life in Kikongo, in his language, it may not be Kikongo, is Wayawa. That Wayawa is a cognate to the Hebrew Yahweh, Y-H-W-H, because Yahweh, when you break down the word, it's in a gluttonate. The Yi, Hawa means entrance, to come into being, existence, to manifest. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping. It's because you don't understand linguistics and understand the interchangeability in African language. Remember, Hebrew is classed as what? An Afro-Asiatic language, just like Amharic, just like Tigrina, just like Hausa, etc.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Ben. We're gonna take some last thoughts. Silas, guys, it was interesting. Silas, I think sak pase. Na bule.
In our spiritual language, we say Aibobo.
Aibobo.
We don't say Amen, we say Aibobo.
Angels speak in your ears, bro. I will hear what angel I'm gonna hear.
No, I'm serious. My father is Jamaican, my mom is Haitian, I'm born in Haiti.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm an import. Everything when you're speaking, I know exactly what to say. I'm an import, brother.
African Okay. African linguist.
Yeah.